What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another delightful LaserDisc Wolfpack THX CAV special limited edition podcast. I am your lovely host, Sam Culture Dog. I don't know how lovely I am. Sam Culture Dog Hatch. I'm going to be here steering the ship as much as I can throughout the rest of the night, and we're going to be chatting about one film in particular that we've been talking about for a while, or at least the actor in the film, Mr. Treat Williams. It is Trick or Treat Williams time here, since it's right around spooky season with Halloween around the bend. So we're going to dig into that, and then all the usual LaserDisc pickups and vinyl and hot topics and fun talk, etc. So thanks for joining. I'll be hopping on over to the YouTube chat to kind of see what's going on in there, and hopefully if you drop some knowledge in there or something that's important to our discussion, I'll try to interject with that as we progress. But in the meantime, I'm going to pass that on over to my main man, Ryan Cushing. What's going on, Ryan?
Not much. I noticed, Sam, that you're showing your sweet full desktop and not a full screen share. So that's really nice in the YouTube chat or channel.
Oh yeah, let me go full screen again.
But yeah, not a whole lot's going on. So I'll pass it on to Maxine.
Awesome.
Ooh, Maxine the LaserDisc Queen here. Spooky season. Got my Friday the 13th shirt on today. We're talking about the spooky Trick or Treat Williams, which we find this has been a topic that I have thrown around many a Trick or Treat season.
Yeah, probably since season 1, right?
I think so. It's been a while.
Yeah.
This topic, just
Yep.
I just love the idea of it. He's a treat. He's a literal treat.
He is.
So we're going to talk about him. I'll pass it to Marcus.
All right. What up, everyone? Marcus Cook. Happy it's spooky season. Hope you guys are all spinning some scary horror film, sci-fi, and we're going to get into some comedy a bit tonight, talking about Treat Williams. So very much looking forward to that and hanging out. All right, I'm passed over to Luke.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here. And I got nothing interesting to say, so let's just talk about this amazing movie.
Yes. Ryan is already showing it off behind him, the Japanese release Zombie Cop, because, oh, there we go, a little Vinegar Syndrome representation. Yes, Dead Heat, the 1988 film that blew Beetlejuice out of the water and blew up the box office. Everybody remembers it. It's a classic. Oh, Maxine's got the Image release. Yeah, I mean it's a cult hit for sure. It wasn't a hit at the box office, but it is something that we wanted to talk about. I do not have the LaserDisc, so I had to watch it through digital means. I apologize. Yeah,
How dare you?
Let's pause a moment and kind of reflect on that. But yeah, I swear I did not see this theatrically. I swear I saw it on cable at some point and then vaguely remember it. And so it was a treat to revisit it. But yes, Treat Williams.
I see what you did there.
There's so many jokes. Yeah, there's going to be dad jokes galore in this because Treat Williams plays, of course, a character that is a stupid pun. Anyways, more on that in a minute. But Treat Williams, if you don't know who he is, he's the star of Empire Strikes Back. Theoretically, he ran through the set once when he was trying to hook up with Carrie Fisher. He was in the D.B. Cooper movie, which I haven't seen yet.
Ooh.
It's from like 1980 or something like that. And yeah, he's in a lot of other great films, including Deep Rising, which maybe we'll do that for a future Trick or Treat Williams. But we wanted to do something that was a little more tied in with the horror genre. And so, yeah, so he's got a couple options. And this one came out in 1988. It's a horror comedy. Treat Williams as Roger Mortis. Yeah, you heard it. He's a cop. He's Roger Mortis. This is a buddy cop movie. Joe Piscopo is Doug Bigelow, his partner. And it's basically like if DOA was crossbred with Lethal Weapon, and then that was doubly crossbred with just some random zombie movie. So it's got a lot going on for it. But yeah, let's pass around Ryan. You probably go way back with this film, right? Are you a Dead Heat mega fan?
No, my actual first watch was not the LaserDisc, but it was indeed the Blu-ray. I'm sorry. No, shout out to Vinegar Syndrome.
That's nice Blu-ray.
Yeah, I watched it and it looks great. And what a goofy movie. Like it's fun, it's ridiculous. It's how did they like who was like, you know what, we're gonna greenlight this and make it a big blockbuster. And they spent 5 million on it. So it was not chump change in the 80s. So
Yeah, right. Maxine, is this your first time seeing the film or no?
Yeah, this has been on my radar for a very long time. This, honestly, I don't know. As much as this is accurate to give you an idea of the cop side of it, I had never pegged this for anything zombie related.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get like that you can't keep a good cop dead, but like again, that could still be action territory.
Yeah, it could be straight up.
I do
cop
wish
action.
there was a little more like face rot or something to kind of give you the vibe of the zombie, because like I think this does slide under the radar even just on this format as just being a cop movie. So, and again, like Dead Heat, that could be any action thing, but I was stoked to see this. Loved the whole thing. I loved all the interiors.
Nice.
Really good 80s era stuff.
Yeah, it's 80s-tastic for sure. Especially, I love his shirt. More on some of the design later. Marcus, is this your first time with the Dead Heat?
Yeah, so not my first time seeing it. I probably watched it for the first time a couple years ago. And Max, because the Japan pressing has zombies on the back,
Yes.
like it was kind of a giveaway, right? of what it was about and what it'd be about. So I watched it like spooky season a couple years ago, and watched it again fresh earlier this morning. Really enjoyed it. I mean, it's super cheesy. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
lots of jokes running through that tie to each other and everything. Very much 80s. Has some cool cars, has a cool car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
I'm sure we'll talk about that. One cool car, and just overall, I mean, it's got a lot going on. It crosses like a million genres. It feels like, right? Like we said.
Now, Luke, you go way back. You saw this in the theater, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I agree with Max. This is one that I probably saw in the video store. I saw the cover of the box and was like, no, thank you. But now, I mean, getting into LaserDisc and doing whatever we're doing here, you know, it's all about finding these new movies. And this one really hits it for me. This is like when I put it on for the first time, like, oh my goodness, like where have you been my whole life? This is so much fun. This is so 80s-tastic. This is like that first monster that comes out. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm on board. Let's go. So no, this was, you know, you just don't even, again, just looking at the covers, no, thank you. I'll watch something else. But I'm glad I watched it.
Nice. So yes, it stars Treat Williams as Roger Mortis and his partner Joe Piscopo as Doug Bigelow. And the cool thing is that they're the kind of bickering buddy cops, but they're pretty much on each other's side. They don't bicker that much. They're like, yeah, Joe Piscopo's the loudmouth, and Treat Williams is a bit of the straight man, but they're partners. They're like, they're kind of wising off to the captain in one scene pretty early on. So I like their kind of camaraderie. And so it had that good buddy cop vibe going for it. Joe Piscopo was on, Saturday Night Live and had a lot of HBO stand-up specials back in the day. Then he started getting all bulked up, and I don't know, then he just disappeared into the ether at some point. And so this was like his shining moment. So it was a lot of fun. And as a zombie movie, it was not what I expected it to be at all. I thought one of them was going to get bit and turn into a zombie. It is not that kind of zombie movie.
Kind of, though. It's
like, it's got a resurrection machine, and yeah, it's not like a Giorgio Romero zombie movie. So I was impressed with the kind of, I don't know, some of the kind of creative elements that were going on with a screenplay by Shane Black's older brother, I believe, which is pretty interesting. So Shane Black, I think he's in the film, like, very briefly, but Terry Black is the writer of it, and directed by a guy who was an editor on like the Terminator. Mark Goldblatt won an Academy Award for Terminator 2. So if you like Terminator 2, you're gonna love this. So. But yeah, so it jumps in pretty quickly with a jewelry heist that these cops intervene on, and I mean the supporting cast is great. You get introduced pretty quickly to Darren McGavin's in it, and Robert Picardo's in there as a lieutenant, which is great. And all of a sudden, these robbers, they can't be put down with bullets, and they're just kind of, just getting shot up left and right. And so I'm like, oh, clearly, Treat Williams is going to get bitten, turn into a zombie right here and then the movie's going to ensue. But it gets a lot weirder.
Isn't that what happened though? Isn't that? I mean, you thought he was going to get, but that's pretty close to what happened, right? It's just a different version.
He goes to the pharmaceutical company after they get a tip.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's no actual like zombie bites in this movie.
No, like,
right.
And they didn't really know that they were zombies initially until they realized that the one coroner or whoever it was did the autopsy.
Yeah.
And she's like, I already autopsied them.
Yeah.
But they have two coroners like randomly, like, well, that was like the first thing. Like, why do they have two like in this one like area? I don't know. Maybe they just get a lot of stiffs, but
yeah, Darren
it is Los Angeles, so there's lots of good shot.
Good point.
And the body doctor coroner is the dad from Christmas Story.
Yes,
on the point. I just figured that out.
And from the Night Stalker, he was Kolchak as well.
Seeing him having that same
Seattle movie, by the way. Yeah.
Nice.
Story. That really cracked me up seeing him that.
So I guess he just kind of takes all the money and runs, and then lets the other woman do all the kind of hard grunt work of the.
But he doesn't. At least they don't explode him at the very end, right? He doesn't like his whole body doesn't just explode. That doesn't happen, right?
I don't think so.
Oh wait, that does happen.
But that's the fun thing. It's
they nuke him twice.
It's a cop film. It's a comedy, but when it gets into the gore, it's got some solid gore. It's got some good effects, and some of the monster effects were great. It's a good little.
Yeah, I mean, I love the whole like pharmaceutical place. It's like, yeah, this is totally like an '80s like business place. Like it's got like the front desk and the weird like entryway, and you see it. And it's like
with the guy reading a Hustler.
Yeah.
He would not take his eyes off of it.
Yeah. What does Piscopo say? I'm sorry to interrupt your boner.
But we got an appointment here.
Yeah.
And yeah, Lindsay Frost plays Randy James. She is their kind of point of contact at this Dante Pharmaceuticals. And her father apparently was Vincent Price, who's barely in this movie, as Arthur P. Loudermilk. Yeah.
That's how I knew it was Halloween, because Vincent Price was in it.
I mean, it counts.
Yeah, he spoke to us via VHS tape, right?
Yeah, and then later in the movie he's in it, but it's like he's like in one scene with a number of people, but then all the other scenes he's like in a hallway by himself, and I'm like, I think he just left for the day and then like did all that later.
They need to film
for like a
one
week
more
solid. Yeah.
I think IMDb said something about him working for like 3 days or something like that on the film. So
I could see it.
Yeah.
Well, like even some of the people at the beginning, like Robert Picardo, he's like gone after the opening, basically.
Yeah, Mel Stewart's the cop, that yells at them about being idiots and everything, and then he disappears for the rest of the movie too, sadly.
Yeah, and like they do this whole thing where the one guy takes Picardo's car and crashes into one of the zombies that's ripping everything up.
Yeah.
And they destroy his car, and that's like the last you see of him. It's like, they're not gonna pick on him anymore? Or?
Nope.
There's no car.
Yeah, this movie just keeps moving. It doesn't care like about plot or any other things that you're kind of worried about. It's just going to keep on trucking. It seems to like really make things up as it goes. Like random characters that are just like, guess what? I lied to you about this and I lied to you about that, and I'm also a zombie. Like, okay, we're going here now.
Oh, whoops! Falling apart in real time now.
Like this is happening. All right.
I'm telling you only because it's happening. Like
the character credited as the Thing at the pharmaceutical place is this like dude whose face is like split in half and like kind of like bloated out, and you're like, oh, so not only like are they just dead, like they could be just completely mangled and carry on the business, and oh, if they've been dead longer, they just take orders blindly.
Yeah,
find out at the end. Like,
I didn't
if
question
the brain's
that.
dead, they lose their memory or something.
Unless they have love for their partner.
Dead.
And then, of course, all this stuff's going on. You're like, all right, we got a resurrection machine. I'm like, oh, there's a handy room for sucking the air out so they can euthanize animals. I'm like, it's just getting super creative, because I'm like, all right, here, Treat Williams, he's going to get bitten by a zombie in turn. Nope. Pushed inside the airlock.
He dies, but not in like a bite or anything else. He gets asphyxiated.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Really messed up. And then they bring the coroner, and then she just finds the machine and knows exactly how to use it.
That was the best part. I mean, I love how she just adapts and she figures stuff out like, oh yeah, you're probably dead. Here's how it works.
He's been dead for
and
less than 5 minutes, and
Yep.
they already have his info in the damn computer, and
Right?
he
Yeah,
just showed up. Like,
and I like how she's like, and actually your body temperature will decrease the entire time. It's like, what?
And she just like doesn't even think twice about reanimating him. She's like, yeah, whatever. Let's just bring him back to life. Like ethics, methics.
God.
So yeah. So yeah, our lovely Treat Williams is Roger Mortis is back from the dead and he's feeling great.
Yes,
And-
he could run a marathon.
And he still really wants to solve this crime and find out who essentially killed him. And is apparently killing a bunch of other people. It's pretty labyrinthian. There's a lot of rich, famous people that are getting killed. And then also, other people that aren't famous are getting killed and then revived as zombies. And then they're also robbing to get more riches, I guess. There's a lot going on here. But don't worry about it.
Well, didn't Vincent Price say like he's trying to sell it to people, all the rich people? He's like, it'll cost you half your fortune, but you'll have the rest of whatever to get it back. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, he has his like Goldfinger moment there with all the bad guys. Like,
So are they just like stealing the money to get the money back from the cost? Like, what? They never really explained why they needed to rob all the banks.
I don't know.
The people that robbed the jewelry store, they reanimated them to see if it would work and how long they would last.
And
That's
they happen to be jewel thieves, right? Or did they mention that?
They just sent them on their way to do what they would normally do, and then see what would happen, kind of thing. And they just kept reanimating these deadbeat criminal people because no one would notice them. I guess. Like,
but they mentioned there's a string of these robberies, so they were just reanimating jewel thieves over and over again, who all happen to keep dying in their heists. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I was interested in the fact that they wore masks. I don't know why. It's like, you guys are dead zombies. Like, why do you care? Like,
you're
bullets
not
aren't
gonna
going to
live.
stop
did in
you.
their life. They just copied what they were supposed. They're like, I feel
Probably.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, got it.
Yeah.
It's a walking around the mall type thing. Okay, we did it
I mean,
before.
yeah.
Let's keep doing it.
That was kind of some of the fun material too. Is like Treat Williams is like, well, I'm dead. So it's like the one point he like shoots a lock off of private property, and she's like, isn't that illegal? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, whatever. And then like he's trapped inside an ambulance at one point. He's like, whatever. I'm just gonna kick the shifter into drive and or neutral and coast down a hill, and whatever happens, happens. I'm dead already. Who cares? So you go, Treat
Yeah,
Williams.
he no longer cares about the number of parking tickets he gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I love
The movie starts with
Sorry.
back to the jewel thief.
Yeah.
They have an Uzi,
Oh.
that gun. It's like, oh, I know what we're in for. This is great.
Yeah, I wish Trevor Noble was here with us tonight because this is Uzi-tastic, this film. There's a lot of gratuitous oozing. Is that a
And
phrase?
there is no limit on bullets. No clip. And you're like, yes.
I think I saw one magazine change the entire film. Like,
And I just love, the buddy cop thing. It's, of course, Treat Williams shows up and he's, dressed for the job. And then, of course, Piscopo's dressed for undercover. And he's like, what, you didn't tell me? I thought it was like plainclothes job and this and that. And so it's,
I look like an FBI agent on the Rose Bowl parade or something. Yeah. It's a fun movie. Like, it is just kind of, if I was 8 when this came out in 1988, right?
Yeah.
If I was 8 years old and whatever reason I found a copy of it, I would have fucking loved it. Like, I would have had such a good time with this movie.
And Piscopo's got jokes.
Wait, is there any nudity? Did I miss any nudity in it? No.
No.
I don't think so.
Apparently, it originally had an X rating. I was reading on IMDb, so I'm wondering if maybe not nudity, but more violence or gore. I mean, we haven't even talked about the sequence in the butcher place.
yeah, the Chinatown.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
Key
yeah.
Luke shows up as yet another interesting, but Mr. Thule, they're kind of looking at him, and famous wrestler guy, Professor Toro Tanaka, shows up as his butcher, and they go to this Chinese restaurant.
Is he not Odd Job from Austin
Yes.
Powers?
I swear
He
he
is?
is.
He was, did he play Random Task in Austin Powers?
Oh,
Random Task. There you go.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
not Odd Job.
I didn't think so, but I'll have to double check. Or I'll ask the people in the chat.
I'll look it up.
But yeah, so that scene was fantastic because again, random reanimation machine in the light fixture
In the light fixture.
and
Just on hand, ready.
all the
like,
poultry comes to life.
He was in Three Ninjas.
Not random jobs. Okay, I'm racist. That's not cool with me. Bad. Okay.
Fair enough. But yeah, I love there was even just like a chicken cutlet or something that attacked Treat Williams at one point.
Yeah.
No wings, no nothing.
Man,
just
it got crazy. It got so good. The big pig and
The big pig. Oh, the big
yeah.
I love when he grabs the meat hook to pull it off of him. I was just like,
so
Or when he
good.
shoots the pig, he says, "I'm a vegetarian now." He shoots the pig in the mouth. Oh, so good.
So the whole scene is set up with him walking and he's like, I'm starving,
Yeah.
Thank God we're at a restaurant
oh,
finally.
it's like nothing
And
but
then-
Piscopo one-liners.
This shit ensues and he's like, oh man, I'm gonna be sick. I'm a vegetarian now. Like just like escalated so quickly.
So good. Yeah.
Just the thing, it's literally its haunches and it's stomping out of a freaking meat locker. I'm just like, oh wow, okay, that is a bold scene. Like,
Super creative.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, I guess Return of the Living Dead did the kind of reanimated half dogs and butterflies and things like that. But
Sure.
I don't know. Chinese poultry butcher shop, that was fun.
yes, like all the fried food. It was so weird. Oh my gosh.
And
That
yes,
whole-
so they think Lindsay Frost, Randy James, her character, they think she's a suspect. She's part of this whole kind of conspiracy. They think she's the daughter of a dead millionaire or something, played by Vincent Price. And then come to find out it's way more complicated than anybody thought. And then she's like their kind of de facto third partner for a bit there. And yeah, then like, I don't know, it's probably past halfway through the movie, but it gets weird and it just like turns into a Treat Williams only movie. There's no more buddies. Like
Well,
he's just on his own for a while.
He's in a freaking fish tank.
Dude, it was like No Country for Old Men. Like all of a sudden you're like, well, that guy's a main character. And like, all right, he's upside down in the fish tank.
And then only moments later, she freaking melts into a damn puddle. And you're like, whoa.
Like,
And then his face is going to start melting. And it's like, it was nuts.
And they set that scene up to think you thought it was going to be a sex scene, the way it like started.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
she ends up
Yes.
like melting.
yeah. By the
She's
way,
like in the shower towel, like,
Yeah, right. Sultry music.
Yep.
yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the music in this is pretty fun too. It's like very, very low rent for the most part, but it's effective.
And just her whole place before it gets shot up with freaking machine guns, of course. But her whole place when they first come in is so postmodern,
dope.
Yeah.
neon,
Yeah.
the freaking like zebra print sofa, like just really high style.
And
Looks really cool.
of course, Treat Williams gets shot up, so he needs some new duds, and she offers an ex-boyfriend or ex-ex, or very distant,
XX boy.
Very
Yeah.
some of his clothes. So Treat's pretty stylish for the second half of the film there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like telling him, don't say shit about it, like as if the outfit wasn't good. I'm like, what are you talking about? The outfit's great. Like,
Rock those threads, Treat.
yes. And then he ends up with this like cool like arm hand piece because he's like cut his hand,
Yeah, it was interesting too. Like he tears his hand, like cuts through an artery, but it doesn't bleed. And then he gets shot, but he bleeds. I don't know. It's not very consistent in terms of like what his body does, but
but it's not a lot of blood. It's just like,
yeah, little
maybe
squibs.
it's just guts oozing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's kind of progressively getting more dead, especially in close-ups. But then a lot of times, like when they're just walking him at Piscopo, like he still looks fine. And then,
Yeah,
like,
or like when he opens up his shirt and then it's like, oh yeah, he's like totally dead and shot up under it.
yeah.
But like it's fine, his face is fine. So
I just love how
you're
this.
paying for the face though, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't waste the face. I mean, later in the film, he's like full on, like burnt in half and
Good.
super
was so
gnarly
good.
looking.
That was great though when like he just pulls out his badge to the cops that are
Yeah.
trying to stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
You're
I'm
a
gonna need
cop?
the gun, and he's like, oh yeah, totally. This dude's like, Dad, but I'm gonna give him my gun anyways. Whatever.
He was just like he looked like some rookie cop on the job, and he's like, I'm really like unsure of what the protocol is here. I guess I'll just hand him my pistol, and then he just takes the bike. I'm like, whoa, like
So fun.
It's so good.
But yeah, I love that. Love that monster that's got, you know, the face is like split or whatever like that. I don't know what happened to that guy that he got reanimated like that. Like,
It's just his
So
twin
real quick, I'm
face.
sorry,
Yeah.
I was doing some research. I
Ooh.
know where the guy's from. The guy with the meat hook.
Yep.
Not from Austin Powers. Apologies.
Yep.
He is the butler from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
oh
He's
yes.
the one that says Francis is busy.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, really?
Then he
Where are
puts
they
the
hosing
knocking
down?"
on the door.
Yes, that's the guy. Sorry, that was driving me nuts. All right,
Excellent. And he was a professional wrestler as well. So
He's
for
got
a
Pee-wee's
wrestler.
Big Adventure. is what it was.
Yeah. But yeah, great cast. I mean, Martha Quinn apparently is a newscaster. I totally missed that.
Did you catch Linnea Quigley as like a zombie go-go dancer?
No.
In, like background in one sequence? Yeah. You'll have to go back and look for that.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, shut it.
I'm totally going to watch it again then. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Totally will see.
I'll get that Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray.
I
Yeah,
love
no, like this smokes. I'm just gonna say it. Like
What special features we got going on in there? Anything fun?
it's got 16 minutes of deleted sequences. So apparently the TV version had slightly extended scenes because they had to cut out some of the gore or a lot of the gore because I mean it's not overly gory, but you have people just getting shot apart and like just taking
Yeah, it just
bullets like it's
veers
a John Woo movie.
into
Like,
gore lane, and when it's in the gore lane, it's hardcore for like a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, there's
but it's
several-
also funny, like
Yeah.
you know, like reanimated meat, like attacking. But yeah, so they had lots of that. I didn't see anything, and I didn't watch all of it yet, but it was like, oh, this would have helped, because it seems like there's parts of the movie that just got cut out, or you know, like
Yeah.
they just cut things, or maybe they just didn't film it because they were running under budget or over budget at 5 million. I don't know. They made a ton back. They made 3.6 million.
Oof, yeah. Take that, Megalopolis.
Yeah.
I just love too, like how occasionally they treat it seriously. Like every once in a while, Treat Williams has these moments where he's like, "I'm dead. This sucks." And not only am I dead, this coroner lady told me I'm probably going to fall into a pile of goo because she's instantly knowledgeable about everything within what 12 hours. I think she originally gives them, or
Yeah. Yeah, like he has that sequence where he runs out of the library.
I know.
yeah. I'm like, wow, he's had
So
these
dramatic.
existential crises in this buddy cop zombie movie. This is great.
He's reading obituaries and then he like
Yeah.
feels his mortality. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you should have felt that hours ago.
They're
like,
writing these all the time. They're writing mine or whatever.
Yeah.
It did have some like the Return of the Living Dead kind of dread of being, you know, that kind of still alive kind of things. Like, oh, you know what? If you think about it, it is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, like it's
but yeah.
gnarly. Like dude asphyxiated to death, and
but they kind of like foreshadowed it too, like because they're talking about like this having like a death day party, which
Yes.
is freaking wild in itself. Just to talk about that.
which is like this bonding moment, so he can get his zombified buddy to like come back to him. He's like, "Remember, we're having the same death day. We're gonna have a party, bro." And
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah,
"Roger."
there was a ton of foreshadowing. I mean, there were dead, dying pun jokes like from the very beginning when they were in the car going to the first heist. He made some joke about being dead on the job or something like that.
Yep.
Like so, it was all
I mean,
throughout
his
the movie.
name's Roger Mortis. Like it was
Right.
gonna happen.
Yeah, loaded with puns, high quality. I love the kind of final Casablanca too. Was it this could be the end of a beautiful friendship or whatever? You know, when they're kind of walking off into who knows what.
Yeah, into the smoke that's like heavenly smoke. Yeah.
There was a lot
All right.
of talk about. Oh, what do you got, Ryan?
A good piece of trivia: Dante Pharmaceuticals was used in Biodome 8 years later. Like that was the building. Like so.
That's funny.
I like that it's in LA too.
Nice, yeah.
Yep.
Great footage.
Did you recognize any locales?
There was like one spot. I think it was the jewelry heist. I'm like, I feel like I've driven by that. Like, like the exterior looked really familiar to me, and I was gonna look that up. I didn't get to look it up where it is, but there, I'm sure IMDb has a lot of those filming location spots. So sometimes they're places where I've been. But
Yeah, I feel like they filmed in West LA for sure, And then in the valley, there were definitely spots in the valley.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do a tour. Dead Heat tour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's great. I think you should get a copy. On LaserDisc, there's no like letterbox special edition from Elite or anything like that. There's just Japanese copy and US copy. And Hong Kong. Do you have that, Ryan?
No.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've seen one, to be honest.
I think
Yeah.
Laser King has one, supposedly.
Whoa.
Of course he does.
Yeah. There's a picture on LDDB, but I haven't seen one myself.
Hey, Max, is your copy plate clean?
It had some speckles, but it was clean. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, by
Manufactured by 3M.
broader standards, like that's clean. The sound was actually really good too. I had it in a 5-channel stereo, is what I had on my receiver. So
And supposedly
Yeah,
the first side is...
I think the US disc has Dolby Surround.
yeah,
The Japanese disc is 2-channel.
oh,
But
that's
mine still sounded good with Dolby Pro Logic too.
And supposedly the US has CAV for the first side, even though it's
cool.
not listed. I don't know if that's true or not.
I have 2 copies. I have a sealed copy that is up for sale.
Ooh.
That whoever's listening needs to buy it because I have not been trying to sell it for a while and having trouble. No, not at all. So
No.
you need
You hear that,
for the
chat?
love of God, buy this disc. I will not cut you a good deal. You will pay through the nose, and I will take it all to the bank.
Wolfpack effect.
Will you send some like Providence or something? Like write your initials on the top corner, like James
I will
Belushi?
write JB on the
Yeah.
corner.
JB.
TW, right? TW.
Yeah. Excellent. So, yeah, so there's only a
Yeah.
couple options. Yeah. How's the Japanese one? Is that good?
Japanese is good.
Yeah.
PQ is okay.
Yeah, it's
Solid for 80s movie. I mean,
Yeah.
about as good as you can get.
it's what you'd expect in a 80s press that they didn't, have a huge amount of, drive behind it. It wasn't like a big film, so.
Right.
But it's not terrible. It's
No,
not something you
thought the
hated.
I thought the US looked pretty dang good, and the sound I was happy with the sound.
Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, it's got some, I don't know. I wasn't really hearing too much crazy, low end or anything, but there's some fun explosions. And yeah, like Ryan said, he takes a car and drives into a zombie like pretty early on in the film. I'm like, that's pretty awesome.
So what?
Yeah, that
Let's
sequence
talk
was
about
great.
the car. What car is he driving, Marcus? Do you know? Or
It looked like an Impala, but I wasn't
Yeah, I was
100% sure. Chevy Impala.
I was gonna say 62 Impala.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
That
sweet.
Nice red color, convertible.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has the back fins that are kind of like this, which is normally, I mean, when you start here, you're in the 50s. You start going down, it starts getting 60s. So
I was
I
super
bet- I
scared
bet that
because
car's
when they
been
were
in
going to
other
the first
movies.
heist, I was afraid that it was going to either get shot up or
Yeah.
dented. I'm like, oh no, this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
But he took his boss's car and did the deal with that. So he was smart.
And there was like a lot of talk about potentially being reanimated for good. Like, is that ever going to actually work? Because that one girl supposedly said she was going to be like living a regular life, and then she melted.
Yeah.
they sold, so Randy James' character is not actually the daughter of the Vincent Price character. She's like a daughter-like
Yeah.
figure to him, but met him in a hospital where she was dying too.
Yeah.
So she was like another experiment person where they were just trying to see kind of how long they could prolong a person with whatever methods they were trying to do. And then they told her she would like have like a normal life, she could keep living. And then she just melts into a puddle. So obviously not true. Unless there's some secret like thing that they didn't explain that would be like what could keep you going.
Well, you need 4 CRT TVs, some
At least.
laser light tubes, and like a little lightning beam thing, and I think you can reanimate people.
And an S-video cable. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I figured out. Like,
I mean, yeah, the reanimation machine table was pretty fun. It had like those like kind of like, it was like one of those like pins that you put your hand through or whatever. It's like these kind of like plastic kind of pins around your body, and you
Exactly.
jump around a little bit while it zaps you. And
but like they also had one built in a chandelier at the
yeah, I don't get. They're like, just shoot
it.
it, and it'll stop that. Well, like, well, no, it won't, because they're reanimated, aren't they? I don't know.
But then that
Like,
same
they-
logic, that same logic doesn't apply because then they fry the guy at the end
Mm.
because they zapped him twice.
Well,
And how did
they
they
had
know?
the science experiment too, where like they could turn it on and like the chicken had reanimated and then turned it back off. And I'm like, well, if they could just, can they keep doing that? Like,
I guess the coroner, like, did she read the manual or something? Because I don't know. How did they know that if you like reanimate a guy twice, then he just explodes?
plot armor.
I don't know. It was great. I want to see those deleted scenes, Ryan.
Yeah, I
report
know.
back.
Yeah, I'll have to watch them. But so like literally the first couple was like expanding on what I'd already seen. Like it seemed like it was from the television cut or something. So
Sure, yeah.
hopefully there's a little more at the end. But
Because I mean, I was wondering, like, are they really going to actually die, or are they just going to come back for a sequel? Like,
well, they wanted
He
to do a
too.
sequel apparently, but it never got launched
ah,
because they were like, well, how did they come back? And the writer Terry Black was like, well, they're dead and they've been reanimated already. Like,
so they said everything already was crazy in this movie to that point. I would totally believe that they just like, I don't know, they're still living, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
maybe had it have like made just slightly above the budget, they probably
Yeah.
would have done a second. But
Man.
instead, Joe Piscopo's career just went downhill.
Yeah,
from
you
there.
looked it up. What's he been doing since this?
Like literally
Being
nothing.
crazy,
Yeah.
being a crazy right wing nut is what he's been doing.
I don't even know. Like,
He had a
He
TV
was going
show,
to run
right?
for office.
Yeah. But yeah,
yeah, he is in 100 Deeds for Eddie McDowd.
that was it. Yeah.
Was 17 episodes in 1999. That was his peak after this.
Wow.
Wow, poor Joe. I mean, he gets to shine in this. I mean, he gets a lot of screen time, a lot of dumb jokes.
When he's walking up to the library and he's like, "Oh, cool, a library! Like I've never been inside one of these." Like,
Classic Joe.
oh my god!
Sure, buddy.
I was like, you know what? I believe you.
It was like weird at that one, like that portion where it's just treat. It was strange because it's like I just got used to hearing him say. They didn't even have to be funny. I just wanted to hear him say dumb things everywhere they went about everything, and then I was like, "Aw, now it's just treat doing cool things by himself with no friends."
He was cool though. I mean, so the whole ambulance scene is just
Yes.
ridiculous. It's just literally driverless ambulance hitting other driverless parked car, which now are both moving downhill.
And Treat's
like-
just psyched about it the whole time.
Yes, he's like, hell yeah! Like he's just like,
This is
and
great.
then just extreme explosion with freaking like camper van, like Winnebago going down and exploding. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he
and then
didn't care
that's
about
like-
collateral damage at that point, I guess.
I mean, I don't know if they were trying to like sell you on the idea like maybe he's dead because they put him in the body bag, but he's just like unzipping himself
Yep.
and then like
He's like, yeah. Yeah, he does. It's like a kind of villain, like, ooh, Michael Myers is still alive moment where he comes out of the bag and he looks really messed up.
he was messed up. He's like peeling the body bag off the side of his
Yeah.
face.
And he's like, no, I'm a cop. See, I need
Yeah,
your
he
gun.
just don't have it. I thought he lost it when the guy cut his badge in half in the freaking Chinese restaurant.
Oh, man.
Funny.
Oh, somebody in the chat wants to know if Ryan shaved.
No,
Yep. All right. That's a no.
it just fell out. Radiation.
Oh, Gamer Guy was bringing up Joe Piscopo's Pepsi commercials. That was, yeah.
Oh,
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was quality stuff.
wow.
I
That's
forgot about
good
that.
stuff.
Yeah. Been a while.
Yeah, everybody should get a copy. There's another Blu-ray too that's not Vinegar Syndrome if you can't find the Vinegar Syndrome one. I
The
think it's
Vinegar
like
Syndrome one's in print, but the slipcover, which is why you collect Blu-rays, is out of print. So you can only get the 4K with the Blu-ray.
Get that out of my sight. I can't. Oh, it's so disgusting.
How
Oh,
did
blah.
Yeah.
That really was severely taken down a notch by
Oh.
the slipcover being missing there. The visual.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
You just use the
Oh.
movie poster.
No.
And I
Yeah,
just,
instead of this amazing sequence.
what the heck? That's way better.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Nope.
know. I do feel robbed. I wish that they had made a sequel. I'd watch the heck out of that.
I know. They
Yeah.
still could. They still could. Hey, everything's getting made 20
Yeah,
years
right.
later.
No.
Yeah, they
Not
just
without
put,
treat.
if you put Treat Williams in the machine from the movie,
Yep.
you actually bring him back to life. 'Cause,
Like
you know,
actual
I think
Treat Williams.
Whoa.
Actual Treat Williams. And then he's like, "Oh, thank God you brought me. What are we gonna do? We're making Dead Heat 2." It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's been dead for a while though, so it might take a while to kind of rejuvenate his mental faculties.
Wouldn't know the lines. He'd be too docile.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm ready to rob a jewelry store. No treat. No
Give me my
robbing
mask.
jewelry stores. Thank you for that mask.
That's so.
Wait, how long has he didn't? It's been like a year? When did he die?
Mm.
I mean, we had that day of mourning. It was.
Yeah, I don't know.
We shat.
It's still
we
fresh.
sat Shiva for it, right?
It was earlier this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a rough.
2023.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, 23.
It was like yesterday.
So yeah, pour one for our pal Treat. Respect.
R.I.P. Treat.
Yeah.
It was a real treat knowing you, buddy.
Yes. He was so good. He really was good in this because he was the straight man, and then by the end of it, he's so unhinged.
What? So let's talk about Treat real quick.
Sure.
So he was in that one movie with Laura Dern, right? Which is
Yeah.
supposed to be really good. What's that called again?
Smooth talk?
Smooth talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody seen it?
I haven't
No.
seen it yet. I haven't.
I have
What,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, what else? So he was in, of course, Deep Rising, which is a bag of garbage.
What,
I'm
Prince
sure
of the
you're talking
City?
about-
Terrible movie.
This movie.
Hey,
What other,
Deep
like-
Rising DTS pressings. Lovely.
What other he's one of these actors that are kind of like, second tier kind of royalty.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
don't know.
whoa.
He's great in The Phantom. He's the main villain in The Phantom against Billy Zane.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm done. We're
That's a
done.
good one, yeah.
End the conversation.
Yeah.
We're good.
He was in here.
Yeah, Hair, Prince of the City.
Yeah,
That's another good
Hair.
one.
Oh, there he was. He
Yeah.
was. Yes, that was his big explosion into the scene, right? And then
Yeah.
he just kind of.
Good one. And I guess we got to watch the DB Cooper movie someday. But
Yeah.
You know,
I haven't
maybe,
seen it.
maybe for our next Trick or Treat Williams.
is it on Laserdisc?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, I
nice.
believe so.
Very cool. Oh, and yeah, Gamer Guy was mentioning he's in some of the Substitute sequels.
Oh
He's in
yeah.
Night of the
Yeah,
Sharks.
I forgot about that.
Night of the Sharks,
We
huh?
could do a Shark Week special.
Night of the, that's true. We could do.
Hmm.
We
Yep.
could do a Shark Week special. Night of the Sharks is a good.
Wow.
Yep.
Are you Treat Williams complete on Laserdisc, Ryan?
You know, I'm probably pretty close, but I bet there's like some crappy like movie that no one wants,
Yes.
like a Streetcar Named Desire or something.
Has anybody
that's
actually
easy.
spotted him in the Hoth Empire Strikes Back scenes?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. Supposedly you can see him
So
running
is he-
around.
Is he not in costume? Is he just
He's supposedly in costume,
Right.
so he's like impossible to find essentially.
okay?
Because he
I
was
mean, the
visiting,
internet has done-
and then he's like, "Oh, that'd be cool if I got in a costume and like hung out for an afternoon." And so, yeah, supposedly he's just a regular rebel warrior running around the Hoth battle station. Hello there. We have a new host, Ryan. You're out.
Hey.
Like,
Good times.
Oh, there's definitely pictures. There's pictures of him dressed up. Look, Treat Williams, Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, but like
yeah,
when you're watching
is
the
it
film,
actually in the movie, or
Yeah,
just him like
catch him in that.
cosplaying on the sidelines?
yeah. I mean, he does look pretty cool in the outfit.
Okay.
Anyways, there you go. Everyone's favorite Star Wars character,
Mhm.
unnamed Treat
Yeah,
Williams.
he was Treat Williams was just by all the snow in Echo Base.
Yeah.
I swear I just watched one of the Hellraiser later Hellraiser movies, and I'm pretty sure he was in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to verify that, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Hellraiser 7 or something?
Honestly, I think it was 7. Not kidding.
I haven't seen a lot of those, so yeah, I trust you on that.
Yeah. I've been we'll talk about that later.
All right.
He's not credited. So,
He's not credited as it? What?
No.
Damn.
A treat alike?
It is a treat alike. Who
Right.
is it then? Oh my god, now I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Who the heck is in that? I just watched that.
It's his younger brother, Skeet Williams.
Oh,
What?
Any last thoughts about Dead Heat before we move on to our pickups and fun things?
It was a fun watch. I mean, honestly, you should definitely, if you ever looking around and you see a Laserdisc on for sale, like maybe a sealed one that someone is just happening to be selling, you should not think about it. You should just click buy, or you should just, message the nice guy and say, I would love to buy that from you. And then just go for it. Just do it. It's a good time.
Yeah.
It'll make your life better for sure. No, this was fun after some of the other films I had to watch in previous Wolfpack episodes.
What are you talking about?
Like what?
Not naming names, but this one was a delight. Yeah. So
Yeah, I loved this. I was glad we got to watch this finally. And I feel like this is the truest sense. There's not many times where it's like judging a cover by its cover is incorrect. This is definitely don't let this fool you. There's zombies like
very true. I do love that they, the first 15 minutes, it is a straight buddy cop, odd couple movie. They have my favorite trope, which is the chief yelling at them. I just, bah, you messed up this, bah, bah, bah. Oh, it's
but
so
now
great.
you got it right, so I'll cut you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go catch the guy. Well, do it. Yeah.
Work harder.
I know. I was really hoping he was gonna come back at the end and be like, "Good job, guys. Sorry,
Yeah,
you're
and they
dead."
didn't even get suspended by the chief. Like, you're like, are they going to get suspended?
Yep.
Like, the cops always get suspended. No.
Yeah, because he says like everything's on the line for them.
Yeah.
We never did see him ever again.
Poor Mel Stewart as Captain Mayberry. So
So funny. They
Really?
like never go back to the precinct ever.
no,
again.
right?
That's so funny.
Straight to the morgue.
There's no time. Yeah, it's the morgue and Dante Pharmaceuticals. Like that's it.
And Brandy's apartment like
Oh,
5
yeah.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go back there.
Yeah. We didn't even mention the freaking scene where everybody's like falling in the pool and like they throw the shit into the hot tub and like electrocute the guy who's already a zombie. Like that
I was wondering those dynamics too for a bit. I'm like, yeah, like he's been hiding in the pool. Treat Williams is like hiding in the pool, and then like jumps out and like haha, and then throws the zombie in the pool. I'm like, well, like that's not going to do anything because you've been in there and you're a zombie. So, but then yeah, he electrocutes him.
Yeah, he threw the radio in there, which
So,
just
like-
wasn't battery operated radio. It's like someone had a freaking electrically plugged
Outside.
in by the pool. Unbelievable. That's
buying it.
that's unbelievable. The whole movie. Like
And he's still twitching. And then yeah, the other guy gets impaled, and then like what, thrown off a
he falls.
Like a
Yeah,
height.
he falls a distance into the pool,
yeah.
as he's impaled.
Yeah.
Yes, but he was like the whole time. He's like the whole in the backyard. I loved her backyard. Honestly,
Yeah.
that house might be somebody's house. That like where I've seen a house tour of somebody on Instagram.
probably.
That might be someone's actual house. So
We should look into this.
that will look familiar to
We'll
me.
go have a barbecue there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Are we still talking about Dead Heat?
Oh
Sorry,
yeah, we were
I
just
was
kind
gonna
of
say something.
talking about the
We're talking
zombie
about the nice
dynamics,
pool.
like because they're
No,
not.
back to Dead Heat. So, I heard you talking about the pool scene.
Yeah.
And Joe
Yes.
Piscopo, talk about dumb jokes. Joe Piscopo says, "Oh, Treat, you were underwater for like 5 minutes. You need to teach my girlfriend how to do that." I'm like, that's so dumb. I need my girlfriend to blow me for 5 underwater
Underwater.
blowjob jokes. That's what's going on. Like, Jesus Christ.
That one was in the script. He didn't ad lib at all.
Good old Joe. But
Oh
yeah,
my-
they're not like George Romero zombies. Like they do mention some shooting him in the head, but I don't know.
But they never do that.
they never
and even
do.
if they don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because they light up those jewel thief like zombies like crazy.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
nothing
did
happens.
the car
Well,
even
that's-
ultimately kill him? Like, we're
I know,
hoping.
right? Or did he just get like crushed enough that he wasn't able to kind of come after them anymore? So,
It's crazy.
and then yeah, they saved that girl from getting shot up, but then come to find out she was like a zombie the whole time. So
Yeah.
she probably
Yeah.
would have been fine.
Yep.
That's true.
I just love that whole like, and we're just making this story up as we go. She's a zombie. I'm like, all right, I buy it.
Well, yeah, she like
Like
lies
nothing
on-
was shocking.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
I'm like, yeah,
at this point, yep.
nothing she said was true because she started out like,
right.
oh, yeah, like she started, that's my dad.
My
Well,
dad.
actually, it's not my dad. And like, I don't know anything. Well, actually, I know a little bit. Well, actually, I know
Yeah.
everything.
And then actually, I lied to you.
Yeah. And then
3
actually,
seconds ago, I lied to you.
I feel myself decaying. So now I really have to come clean. Forgive me. Just the head like melting.
Yeah.
Like,
And then she said she would like stay alive if she did what they said. So maybe like I don't know, she broke the oath. She like
well, she got fired.
Yeah.
So because of them.
and then
And then she was gonna like go on a trip somewhere, like as if that was gonna work. It's like she would have melted on the plane.
Ew.
Like
yeah, nasty. Gross stuff. Anyways, everyone go buy a copy of Dead Heat. Check it out.
Yes.
There you go. Borrow
There'll be
Ryan's copy.
one for sale very soon
Where can you
Love it.
find that copy? Is it on eBay or is it
on
on
LDF or
LDF?
probably eBay.
Yeah.
If I get any motivation to put it up there, yeah, sure.
This podcast is not sponsored by Luke's Emporium of Used
Oh.
Lasers, but
Good.
yeah. But if you give us a cut, it could be.
Yes.
Anyways, speaking of used lasers, let's get into some laser pickups.
Wait,
Yeah.
they're not new anymore?
I mean,
Whoa.
they'll start making them eventually, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only got one, so this can be nice and easy. I've got a couple that I can't talk about yet, but I was just in a big major Harryhausen Sinbad moment, and I realized I still didn't have the damn Jason the Argonauts Criterion, and some guy had a sealed copy kicking around, so I bought that. I kept the hype sticker, of course, because
Yeah, nice hype sticker.
yeah, I mean, you got to keep it. So I finally got a copy of that. I just need the British like box set, the PAL version, because it's got the PAL test material on there too. So I really want that. It's got some bonus features too. But I'm a sucker for these Charles H. Schneer flicks and all the class. Oh, sorry, I said flicks. Vinny's gonna kill me. But all the classics. So yeah, so I watched all the Sinbads and Jason and had a great time. So that's it. That's all I got. Some Criterion.
It's a solid.
I watched First Kid, and I watched that house, all the Sinbad movies. First Kid.
No. That's the other
Shazam.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
So there's more than one Sinbad?
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yeah.
the guy on the ship, and then there's the guy with the pants.
Yeah.
You know, the two Sinbads.
Definitely a sailor.
Yeah. One's got a scimitar.
Yeah.
I still think that's the same guy.
Yeah, I don't know though. Did he fight?
The other one
skeletons?
was in Shazam, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shazam.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Shazam, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the genie.
He was the genie.
There you go. And yeah, I forgot to mention I did get Shazam too, and I watched that a couple times too.
There we go.
So what do you got,
I
Ryan?
knew it.
I got a few pickups. I know that Luke was trying to cut down on the number of pickups that we show because Luke doesn't have a taste for classic cinema like the rest of us. But we don't listen to each other. So, here we go. Let's start off with Red Room.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
Meet Ray. He's a killer photographer.
Oh.
yeah. And backwards, that spells mortar.
Ooh.
Yeah. In the back, it's got some scantily clad. She's like wrapped in like film or something. I don't know, or tape. I don't know.
I
So, yeah,
like
there's a
Spicy.
lot going on there.
that's
That looks good.
that's artistic.
How about Mimi Rogers film, Little White Lies?
Yeah,
What
Mimi
you don't know
Rogers.
can kill you.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Oh.
Singapore.
That looks good.
Keeping it spicy with Hard Evidence. Not a porno.
Gregory Harrison. Oh, Joan Severance.
Uh,
Wow, that's classy.
Joan Severance. Yeah. So nice spicy thriller, I'm guessing. Who knows? Fight for Honor.
Ooh.
Her cry for justice becomes,
Becomes
Fight
what?
for
Oh, a fight for the honor. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So like we've got some female fighting, so that's
Wow.
good. That doesn't happen as often.
No.
And then movies that like probably shouldn't have been put on LaserDisc in other countries. This is Kieran Culkin in Amanda.
What?
The horse movie.
What is going on in that cover there?
No.
Is this Macaulay's younger brother?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Is
So,
that horse disintegrating or flying?
Yeah, or flying over him like Free Willy, or is he in the
that's
moon?
Dennis Hasbert
it's free will.
Oh, wow, Dennis
Dennis
Haysbert's in there.
or Haysbert. Yeah.
Huh.
So, yep. Really
mean,
good cast.
That's got to be a step up from Heat
That's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
for Dennis Haysbert.
Yeah, totally. Keeping it spicy again with Sexual Intent.
Oh.
This one is a true story of love and larceny. And also, he gave women everything they wanted. He took everything they had.
Oh my gosh.
And, yeah, it's some psychological thriller garbage.
I can
so
see he's really engaged in that affair he's in there by staring dead ahead
yeah.
at us.
Well, yeah, you got to make the cover though.
Yeah.
Anyone a Robert Ulrich fan or Ulrich?
Oh yeah,
Ulrich?
Robert Urich, he's good.
Blind Man's Bluff.
Oh.
Yeah, he's blind with the dog there.
Oh,
gosh.
yeah, really?
My grandma, we'll have to give grandma the test of all of this one.
Yeah.
See if there's accurate blindness.
Accurate blindness.
All right. How about this one? It is for hire.
Oh,
You got like ninjas
Oh, yeah.
and sultry sequence on the blade there.
Ninjas and nightshirts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But
If
like,
that
there's
is
no
the-
tagline,
I don't know
and
what is.
on the back it says the fate of the city is in the hands of two men. One sold his soul to the mob, the other has been hired to stop him. So,
Ooh.
And who plays those men?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
David Heavener, so you know it's good.
Yeah.
And he's the only one listed
Okay.
as, yeah. So David Heavener, so it's gonna be good. Some Powers Booth.
Oh,
Nice.
Deception.
Ooh, I like that.
Love can be forbidden. Love can be madness. Love can be murder.
Oh, Pam Dauber from what?
yeah,
Mork and
Pam
Mindy.
Dauber.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. Wow,
Damn.
that's what happened to her.
yeah. She ended up on a LaserDisc in Indonesia.
Meanwhile, Robin Williams exploded into popularity.
I picked this one up on Whatnot. It's a Hong Kong film. It's called Forest of the Little Bear.
Hell yeah, Heater.
It's a Hong Kong release, but it's a Japanese movie with English subtitles, and it's about a bear.
Oh, and he knows kung fu. I know it.
I bet he fights. Yes.
That's sick.
Paw off the
That's
grizzly.
Stupid garbage that I shouldn't have. Legion of the Night.
Oh, that he's angry.
Yeah.
Tom Lovelace, Ron Ashton, Jeff Rector, and Bill Hinsman. Those are all big names. I think they were. One of them was in Dead Heat.
I was gonna say, wasn't Ron Ashton in like the Stooges or something?
Whoa.
Must be a different one.
Yeah. The ultimate The ultimate killing machines have no soul. They show no mercy.
Ooh.
Wow.
No.
Good tagline.
How about this one?
Wow.
What is this?
Armicron in Outlaw Power. Yep. Yep.
I'm not gonna ask.
Armicron fights a ruthless army of alien cyborg killers for the fate of the world.
I'm here for it. You had me at Alien Cyborg Killers.
Wow.
So I think you got some female leads. I don't
I
know.
hope.
The back is not helpful either because the art is like very bad
Is
stills.
that Vader's helmet?
Looks like Darth Vader. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's Armorcron.
What's Armicron?
I don't know.
A COVID variant?
Right?
They knew about it back in the LD days.
You knew.
The Criminal Minds.
Oh, yeah,
It's
just
got
like
a
the
very
TV show.
regular name. Yeah, and it's got Lance Henriksen in it. So
No.
Is that
Sold.
Alanis Morissette? Alanis Morissette's on
What?
the cover there.
Really?
right?
Really?
I mean, it
Kinda looks like her.
but
Yeah.
it doesn't say that unless her name is Tanny or Tawny Welch.
I mean,
That's her real name.
oh,
yeah.
Tawny Welch. I know her. She was in Cocoon and like stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Raquel
Hmm.
Welch's daughter.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about this one? Acts of Betrayal. You can barely even read it with Maria Conchita Alonso.
All right.
Wow.
Now it says sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Okay.
Now there is one
Very
cool
true
thing about
tagline.
this after I show you the back.
Cool.
It's an Indonesian release with a gold disc.
Ooh,
With her
So-
on the freaking label.
custom
Yeah.
label.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
like
Budget. Look
just
at that.
random. And I believe it has Indonesian subs if I remember correctly.
Oh.
But yeah, I like saw that and I'm like, what? Like it's super fancy for Indonesian rental. All right, we'll keep going. Death Merchants 2, The Mafia Connection.
Mm.
Amazing.
This is the sequel to Death Merchants?
Do you have Death Merchants?
No, not yet. So I looked it up.
This is a TV
and
movie.
It gets better.
You're not going to know what's going on in the movie.
Death
You gotta
Merchants
get the-
2 is just compilations of episodes
Oh.
of the television series DEA.
Oh, that's hilarious.
DEA. So, but they released it on video for foreign markets and edited it together or down or something.
Whoa, that's cool.
Two more. Class of 1999. I
Wow.
finally got the Hong Kong release.
I
Oh,
love it.
that's dope.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, this one I'd been looking for a while, and it just looks awesome.
Wow, it looks like a '80s metal band, like like
Right.
low budget metal band cover.
And then I finally like picked up a late release that I didn't have, and I don't pick up too many of these because I have most of them, but I didn't have this one,
Whoa.
and so I picked it up. And this is a movie I actually saw in the theaters, and I haven't seen it since, so I need to check it out. But
Casual
this one's,
flex, yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from like 2001 or something.
Yeah, no big
Wow.
deal. Yeah.
Not even
The,
special.
the PQ on that is very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
I hope so, because I think I sold a kidney now.
So I want to say something before. So I don't want to be the bad guy here,
Yeah.
but one of my greatest joys in this hobby is finding LaserDiscs that Ryan doesn't have.
Mm.
Like when I send him pictures whenever I'm out. Hey, you got that? When he says I need that, I'm like, fuck yes, I got him. So
You got the
anyway.
rarest Pokemon, the disc that Ryan
And he
doesn't have.
sends me lots of pictures. I'm like, no, have it,
No.
have it.
Yeah,
Get
no,
that because people will want it, but I haven't. Like, yeah, so
Anyway, I sent him a box the other day. It's got some choice stuff in there.
excellent.
Nice.
That's it. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was a worthy
Maxine.
intrusion. Maxine, what do you got?
Well, I have a lot of heaters, but I'm gonna have to save some of them because Chris Haller's not here, and I need to hear him screaming. What the hell?
I know, where is that guy?
I don't know, but he better get here, or they're not getting shown until he comes back.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
sorry, chat
Oh.
people. No
I'll-
heaters.
I'll show a couple. I'll show one that I know he already has, so he won't have to scream about
Oh,
it.
good.
I'm just gonna
Simon Birch, obviously.
Oh well, well, that one I'm just putting that in the mail immediately. Forget it.
I love that he bought Simon Birch and then he watched it. That's so great.
That's dedication.
Honestly, that's so funny. All right, let me pull a couple of these other weird ones. These are more Ryan's taste. We'll show some of those. Okay, this is too many, but all right, Dune Warriors.
Yes.
That was on my
the best
list. for a
Dune
while.
movie.
I just was like, I just keep hearing like Dream Warriors, but Dune Warriors in my head every time I see this.
Warriors.
Right? Exactly.
Don't wanna do
that
no
all.
more.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally what I keep hearing.
That's awesome.
Fist Fighter.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Heard good things. Haven't seen it yet. White Tiger.
Ooh.
Yes. Gary Daniels.
It just looks like what I wanted. This was on my list for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that one rules.
That
Yeah.
one's hard to find too. Like,
Yes, and I
Word.
weirdly have a spare because I thought I didn't have it, and then I just went to pull this, and I'm like, oh, cool, I bought two.
I got
So-
the HK version, which is called like Fixing the Darkness or something, but it's
Yeah.
great.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's got an
I'll
alternate title.
stream. That's pretty sick. This, another one I was looking for,
Ooh, cop thriller.
and now
Boot in the
keep in mind,
face.
the majority of these ones I will show I got in a recent local pickup, so these are pretty obscure, but it's freaking Clueless, Stacey
Oh,
Dash.
nice. Excellent.
Wow.
And like, I don't know, is that her in the cover, or is that somebody else?
It's
No.
probably
You have
stand
to
in.
watch and
Yeah.
report back.
We're going to do some research.
We'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
I got a couple of Flintstones. I'll show these together.
Ooh, cool.
Ooh, those are good ones.
This was an upgrade. Mine
Nicholas Flintstone.
had some cover damage, but this one I've been looking for a while.
Hmm.
I love me some cartoons.
Yeah, it's got the they got them like interludes talking about them, what episodes they like and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yes, I have the Flintstone box, and I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close on the Flintstones, I think. My dinosaur
Oof.
collection is getting very
Oh
close.
shit!
Nice.
I didn't know that existed.
Oh, well, now you do. Now you
That's
need it. You
Sick.
need it.
Oh wow!
This one, okay,
Fun
I really-
story. You know, in the 90s, Space Ghost was a huge thing, and I'm
Yeah.
watching Space Ghost,
Yes.
and my dad says, "Space Ghost? I used to watch him back when I was a kid." So he watched the original cartoon,
Yep.
and yeah, that's great.
I love Space Ghost, coast to coast. Love Space Ghost. Love dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Love everything about this. I only like very recently found that this even existed, and then I was like looking deep, and then it was in the freaking collection that I got, and I'm like, no way,
Sick.
insane. And just a bunch of this is late release. Okay, don't let this fool you. This
Ooh.
is tough. This is tough to find.
Yeah, it is.
Is that a Warner Brothers or?
This is.
Yeah, they did a lot of 99 releases that are just badass, and
Yes.
nobody knows
So
about them.
So there's like the double disc set of Attack the 50-Foot Woman and House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
And for like until the 99 stuff, that's the only way you could have it. And then they split them up and they did a late release of each.
Mm.
And the House on Haunted Hill is pretty hard to find.
Yeah.
But this one was even harder.
That's awesome.
So I'm really, really stoked to have that. This one I know.
Ooh.
I know Holler already has.
I need
so.
that one myself.
You well, I'll let you know. If
Yeah.
I might have a spare. We'll see.
That's a good one.
Yes. Oh, this was in there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just Chris Live? Like what? How like freaking Halford with hair? My favorite era.
That's a good one.
I love it. This I got from Japan, but we shall see what this is because the only things in English are sports and motorsports.
The
and I was here
active
for-
scene. Wow.
Yes. I was like, well, I need to know what sports and what motorsports.
It's going to be
So
fun.
it's not still life.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know yet. I hope so. Could be. Could be still.
Sam,
like-
read it for us.
That's fun,
Read,
too.
read it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to hold it up really, really close. You got motorsports. There's biking. Then there's roll it dam. What's
Move it up just a little bit higher on the camera.
Yeah,
Why does
okay.
it say Terminator 2 Judgment Day on the back?
Oh.
Yeah.
You're right.
This is
What is
wild.
this? What is this? Oh, now we have to really know.
This is
I
some
don't
sort of
know.
weird crossover.
It's something demo. It's like Japanese sealed. So it's, this outer sleeve is not open. So I have no idea.
But yeah, something about motorbikes in there I saw.
Oh, I was there when I saw motorsports, I was like,
Yeah.
it's probably dirt bikes or something cool. So
I'm wondering if it's just going to be like sequences from like movies that are coming out or something with trailers almost.
I do have a lot of Pioneer trailer discs, and that is very possible. But I don't-
It says 92 for the release, so
yeah,
wouldn't-
92 Atlanta Films.
Hmm.
I don't know. It says not for sale, demonstration only.
Looks awesome though.
It's gonna be sweet though.
Should be cool.
It's probably from other discs of the, it's demos of other discs. So
Yeah.
it's going to be the sports disc.
Possible. But there are a lot of weird, like Japan only sports-ish titles, like dirt bike riding,
Sure.
where there's nothing
Yeah.
else but that. So I could see
Sure.
that. Kung Fu.
Oh, hell yeah. Classic.
Yes. And I weirdly, I didn't even tell the story of this person. This person worked for Image Entertainment.
Ooh, all right, that explains a lot.
Yes. So I showed them this cool piece and they were like, oh, I remember when they made that. And I showed them like some of my other cool Image stuff, like some of my merch. And I didn't even show, what the heck am I doing here? I didn't show any of the cool promotional stuff. So he had this piece.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Right? Which we
Nice.
know this one.
Yeah.
This is probably like the third one I have of this because I freaking love it. But the inside piece, I've never seen this. This is introducing the catalog.
Ooh.
That's rare.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing
Right? The dopest catalog you've never seen yet.
1990. That's cool.
But like, so the one, the man whose collection it was, he did a bunch of the write-ups for the films on the jackets. And then his wife worked also at Image and she did a bunch of the cover design.
Oh, sick.
So, and he said that his very first day on the job, he had to write the write-up for The Mask, the movie with the 3D
Oh,
glasses.
I've got that. Nice.
Yeah, so he wrote that. He wrote that
Huh.
whole bit, and he's like, I barely saw any of that movie. Like, like you have to like, he just it was some really good stories and just like a really, really cool dude. And maybe one day we can have talks with some of these cool people that I've met. But
Yeah.
this was one of the pieces that was he had this disc flash,
Oh, yeah.
just super cool. This one I've never seen before.
No, never.
Never seen this. And this is like a kind of like some of the styling of the 1991, but
Yeah.
it's just like the foreign films, which is freaking cool.
Cinema disc on there for Luke.
Ooh, it might actually be cinema disc.
Any blue
It
ones?
is cinema
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see some.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
And then there was like several of these like style ones.
Oh, sick.
These
Yeah.
action adventure. And like I've seen some like these, but I haven't seen either one of these before.
Were those like order sheets for like stores or something they sent out?
So these ones in particular were ones that could have been slipped into the disc
Yep.
and packaged.
Oh, okay.
Style, the black and white ones. And then some of these, like the catalog is something like this is something that would have been sent out. Like this would have been mailed, like you would have
Yeah.
gotten this in the mail. And then these you would have ordered. But this, they never did another one, which is crazy. They just did the 1990.
That is wild. Yeah.
But then these were the common thing. And the woman, she said it was her idea because they originally were all in black and white, right?
Hmm.
It was her idea to do like the single color drench
Oh yeah.
on a bunch of these. And like I think it's almost like a full run.
Oh, sick.
Wow.
Damn.
This is one of the only ones that's in full color. This is the cool one. This one is a little bit easier to find. But it's got freaking player specs and like
Wow.
all kinds,
Nice.
like a whole comparison chart of players.
And eventually,
Wow.
is that what turned into the laser views, like mini booklets?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm not positive. But yeah, there's just such cool stuff on these.
Hmm.
He might have had widescreen reviews too.
Sick. Yeah.
He did. I told him they'd be for you, Sam. So
Yeah. I mean, gotta get widescreen review. That's the best.
yeah. But a bunch of these weird image ones were all from him. So I was stoked on those. And then I didn't even show this, but this is from Japan. I'll just show it.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
But a clock feels less exciting.
It's a really good clock.
It's a really good clock. It's
Yeah.
actually really cool. It's a clock variant. I have like all these different size clocks, but that one's kind of a different variant. And then the last cool thing from this person, we don't know. We have
Ooh.
no idea. We will see.
Just
But it says Sega if you can read.
Oh, nice.
That's
So
promising.
I can hear holler
Yeah.
somewhere in the distance
Yes.
going, what?
I know. Well, I have some really good ones. He'll scream for sure over. But yeah, here's what we've got disc wise. It's Sega,
Oh, okay.
Cybernaut, and
Hmm.
Al
Al-
Big.
Albega's Cybernaut. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, biggest dickus? What?
Yeah.
Biggest, thickest.
So it says CAB color and stereo. Those are all checked boxes. So, but I don't know. I think maybe it's a game. Maybe it's a playthrough. Could
Yeah, might be a
anything.
playthrough. Yeah.
Just a white cover kind of situation, and that was freaking cool.
It's a LaserDisc arcade game.
It's an arcade game. Sick.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm stoked. And then I'll just show these last two.
Well, hang on. Just I know that Haller's not here,
Yes.
but it's based on an anime series.
Oh.
Whoa.
We'll have to really
Yeah,
show
you
it.
gotta- You have to bring that back next time.
Yeah. Yeah. Do a
You
double.
just had a
dip.
hard.
I know he need it would be the sweater, the blanket
Yeah.
shawl framing.
Grandma
So
Shell
it-
screaming.
Yeah.
It apparently might not have made it into production in the U.S.
Ooh.
Whoa.
and you could convert like a Galaxy Ranger or something
oh.
potentially.
Really?
Oh.
But
Okay.
there's not a lot known about it, so
Oh, that's
super
well.
rare.
Neat. Well, that's really cool. I'm very excited for that. These are less cool, but they were just.
Yep.
They have similar covers, and I've mistaken them for a long time, and just glad to have them both, and now I can watch them.
Raw Nerve looks fun.
Raw Nerve's great. So is actually
Yeah,
Party
Tracy
Line's good too.
Vincent.
Yes,
Tracy Vincent.
and Jan Michael Vincent. Is that one Jan Michael Vincent?
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
Nice.
it's got Tex Cobb in it. Yeah, Jan Michael Vincent.
Yeah, the Raw Nerve's really good, and then Party Line's interesting.
Okay. Well, some listen, some die. So,
You never know who until you watch.
but yeah, that was I that experience with that person who did all this cool image stuff. I mean, image is probably like one of my favorites. So
I mean, yeah,
if
they're
not my favorite, let's like
such a huge part of just the whole LD experience.
yes, and just the marketing of image
Yeah.
was always my favorite stuff. and to like talk to people that were actually involved in that side of things was like freaking cool.
Yeah.
So some really good stories. So, and yeah.
Yeah, you have to ask him. I heard Cessnace was saying that they got in hot water with Disney because Disney did not like the fact that Image produced adult films on LaserDisc.
Yes, that was a whole nother topic. So apparently, this was interesting. So the woman, she had worked at Disney also before working at Image.
Yep.
And when she came to the Image side of things, she said she would not be working on the covers of the adult titles.
That's funny.
And like she said, like somebody came in and was like, "Oh, what are you too good for this?" And she's like, "No, I just contractually said I would never do this."
I can't. Yeah, that's funny.
And I just was like, "Damn," because honestly, there's some good stuff on the Image.
Well, you should have been like, "Well, who did put those together?"
Yeah, I was like, "Oh man, none of them are gonna be in this collection," but okay. But yeah, I mean, it was really good stuff, and like everything was. I mean, this meticulous collector, and just kept everything in insane shape. And he had the sickest shelving that was like custom built, and I so wanted to take it, but I have nowhere to put it, and I was like, "Oh man, dope shelving too." It was really cool. That was the only letdown of the experience was that I take the shelves.
Couldn't take it with you.
Yeah. But yes,
All right.
I'll show more.
All right, Marcus, you got any heaters? Got a one up Maxine and Ryan.
I don't know that I'm gonna be able to one up them this time. No, definitely not. So I'm gonna start off my latest trip for work to St. Louis. I went to Record Exchange.
Yep.
And got some just some random things that were on my list. Let's see. First one, Mississippi Masala.
Oh yeah.
Interestingly, I recently got the Criterion of this, and we watched it. One of the rare times that I get something on Blu-ray or DVD before I get it on LaserDisc, but didn't have a copy of that.
Nice.
I got a Cinema Disc collection.
Oh.
Sugarcane Alley.
Oh.
So the next one I find will go to you, Luke, of course.
I think I have it.
Oh, all right.
You do? Okay, cool.
Nice.
So this one, it's a French film. I actually do have the Japan pressing, which doesn't have English subs, obviously. This one has English subs. But the director, which I don't know her name is Yushuan Palsi. She's fun fact, she's the first Black woman to have a major film by a major studio greenlit, right? So the first film from a Black director, female director. But it was not this one. It was a film in like 1980. Let's see. I did not have a copy of Mahogany.
Classic.
So I picked that up. Billy D.
Billy D's like the smoothest in that movie.
Oh,
he's always
smooth.
I mean, he's always smooth. Good point. But he's like ultra smooth.
Is there a letterbox Mahogany? I thought there might be.
Is there?
I think there might be.
That one I don't think is.
I don't think this one is letterbox.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I know that one isn't, but I feel like I've seen another cover version.
Nope.
No?
No.
Deception in my brain.
This next one, I'm trying to remember where I used to see it as a kid. Nick at Night or cable TV, I don't remember, but The Incredible Mr. Limpet.
Oh,
I just used to love this movie. And I haven't seen it since like literally I was like 7 or 8, probably 9, something like that. But I used to love this movie. Just absolutely love the animation and live action, mixing of that. Used to love it.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. So that was it from St. Louis. And then another local record shop I hadn't visited in a while. Got a couple space discs that I didn't have. The Eagle Has Landed. This one seems like it's hard to find from just looking online real quick.
Yeah.
Survival of Spaceship Earth.
Oh, wow.
Another one that I didn't have.
Lumivision, that's cool.
Yeah.
Keeping it classy with Breast Men.
I remember that.
Nice.
I've actually never heard of this movie, but
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
rocks.
It was like a cable movie. It was like, oh, HBO. There we go.
HBO, yeah.
yeah.
It was like post Friends or during Friends, right?
Yeah, I think it might have been during. Yeah,
Yeah, it was during. It was 97.
Yeah.
that's funny.
That was-
And then I think these are both AC3.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the Rainmaker.
Yep.
Didn't have that one.
yeah.
And another AC3 that I didn't have.
Nice.
That
Like
one's-
in the
yeah.
Darkness.
that sounds
That
good.
was really good.
Both solid.
And another space disc that I
Ooh,
found.
that one's
Destination Universe.
Cool. That one's really cool.
Oh, it's got music too.
That
Yeah.
one's really cool. And it's sealed.
So those are some, it was sealed. Those are local pickups. And then I had a small box by my standards from Japan. Had mostly Godzilla stuff in it. So
Oh, sick.
Godzilla 84, the Japanese cut. Which I
Now
wish this
Hayden's
was the
streaming
cover.
somewhere.
I know.
Yeah.
I really wish this was the cover, which is awesome, but I've passed on so many copies that didn't have the
With the OB
original
sticker?
shrink
Yeah,
with the sticker. Yeah. So
and that's the
Nice to finally
digital
have one that
audio
had it.
reissue. So that's nice.
yes. And then some of the Godzilla box sets from the 90s
that was
were
good.
I also picked up.
Nice.
I think I got these all in the same lot.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So Godzilla versus Mothra, and
Yep.
this
All those
one,
boxes are super nice.
yeah, Mecha Godzilla.
That one's great. Love that one.
Those are all
I
just
have that one too.
all those boxes are so nice. Like
Yeah.
And then versus Destroya. This
Destroya.
cover.
Yeah,
Oh, it's incredible.
That's supposed to be like one of the best one, right?
Yeah, that's
Hey, what do
awesome.
you think about that? Hayden, where are you?
Yeah, I know. We don't have Hayden. He was supposed to.
he went back to sleep, I guess.
Yeah. So I think there's like 6 of them, and I have 4 of them now. So I just got to pick up the last 2.
That's awesome.
Those
And
are-
then my last one.
Oh,
I'm not sure if you
Here it
guys
comes.
noticed, but this section right here, it's
Huh?
feeling kind of full.
oh, your signature complete.
Feeling kind of full. So if I pull
You got a
this one
frighteners?
out-
Oh!
yeah,
Boom, shakalaka!
my
Finally.
God!
yeah.
Big collection complete. It has
Excellent.
finally happened.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was,
That's
it was
tough.
behind you the whole time.
It was behind me the whole time. All was
Wow.
within me to not say it in the intro.
That's
But yeah,
hilarious.
that's the highlight over the last couple months.
Score.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well,
So, super excited
congratulations.
about that.
That
Thank
is
you.
huge.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
that's it for me.
Want a full collection photo.
Yeah.
On the floor.
Yes. I will work on that.
Yeah, send us Christmas cards with like the family gathered around the signature collection. You got anything, Luke?
Yeah, I have 5 discs.
All right. As agreed upon, right?
As agreed upon, I have exactly 5 discs. All right, the first one I got. This is a movie I've been wanting to watch for some reason for a long time, and I found there's only one LaserDisc available, Japanese and American. It is Night Shift.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah.
Ron Howard. Hold on, my view is weird.
Let's fix Luke. He's not spotlit.
Oh,
Am I not spotlight?
I
Come
think
on,
I think the host should do that.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Nice.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah, now we're doing
fix
it.
that in
That was
post production.
great.
So I think I get this movie and Running Scared confused in my head for some dumb reason.
That's,
But yeah, so I watched it and it's not as great as I was hoping it would be. It's about these guys working in a morgue, and then you've got the Fonz, of course. This is a
Yeah.
Ron Howard movie, and this is like the first time they put the Fonz in like a different character. And you got old Batman here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this was right off. This was like his first starring role, and he's very much like working stiffs, just that same kind of character.
Yep.
And they meet Shelley Long. She's the killer of the movie. I'm not a fan of Shelley Long, but she plays a sex worker, and they're like, oh, we can be your pimp, and then we forget about the whole morgue thing, and they just are like, I mean, it's it's whatever. I need to yeah, whatever.
Pisco,
I got
Pisco and Ebert didn't like it, just so you
I mean,
know.
I 10-year-old me thought that movie was like the best thing in 1982. It's been a while since I've seen it, so but 10-year-old me gives it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
all right.
I'm sure it aged like fine wine.
I'm sure it did.
But it's like Ron Howard's second movie. It's an early one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's so funny.
I picked this one up. I picked
Yeah. Quatermass in the Pit.
Quatermass and the
Weird.
Pit. Our friend Spencer talked about it all the time. Oh, John Carpenter loved it, and everybody, it's a great movie. And I have Quatermass. It's not Quartermaster. It's Quatermass. Quartermaster being a Navy term. So anyway.
Master and Commander.
Anyway, I watched it, and it's like if Columbo was in a Twilight Zone episode. It is so like hard sci-fi. Like it's just really good. Like there's very few movies that I like tell my dad about, but I'm like, Dad, like you would like this one. He goes into the pit, they find this crazy thing, and then crazy things happen. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
And looking at the cover, if you don't look hard enough, there is this crazy alien thing here, and so just to give you an idea what happens. But it's a fun watch. It's nice Elite Hammer one.
Heck yeah.
Cheap too, like $7 on eBay. 2 more eBay purchases. This is one, To Live and Die in LA.
Ooh, yeah.
All this, and I was
So good.
one of the ones I'm like, oh shit, I don't have that one. This is a movie interesting because when I watched it, I didn't like it the first time. I just was maybe half watching it and wasn't really fully immersed. And I was like, I need to watch it again. And it's incredible. You got Willem Dafoe being as crazy Willem Dafoe self.
Yeah.
And it's just a really fun, and it's about Secret Service agents not protecting the president, but like the other job that no one talks about, which is counterfeit. Like,
I love how they had that one mission they go on at the beginning, just so you're like, okay, yeah, that's what I expect them to do, guarding politicians or whatever. And then, nope, counterfeiting from here on out.
Wow.
And it's a real thing they do. Oh yeah, we do that as well. Anyway, it's Friedkin, which I'm pretty hit or miss, and people love them, but like I watched The Exorcist and wasn't really impressed. The remake that everybody loved of Wages of Fear, which is called Sorcerer, I wasn't impressed. But this one, yeah, I'm a big fan. This next one, there was a guy on LDF who was saying, "Oh, I can't find this movie. It's so hard to find." And I was like, "I don't have it. I'm going to look it up on eBay." Oh, there it is. And then I got it. It's a nice copy of Clerks. Of course, Kevin Smith having the greatest, starting off so high and then just plummeting. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of him saying flicks. I'm not a fan of his dumbass movies now.
Come on, you got that cop-out tattoo you got last week.
Okay, that is true. I love cop-out.
But other than that,
but it's funny. Clerks is great. Like when they came out, holy shit, it's changing everything. It's like, it's so great. And it's like inspiring you to be it's like, oh, if he can do it, like anybody can do it. And then Clerks 2, which I know Ryan loves.
Oh, it's so good.
It's okay.
Hate it all you want.
I'm not hating it. But then Clerks 3 came out, and I was like, no fucking way I'm going to watch that dumbass movie. And then I was on a plane, and I watched it, and I loved it. I loved Clerks 3.
Clerks 3 is like, crap, we're all old now. But
Yeah.
it was good. I really enjoyed that one too.
And it throws in all the things that you like, that you want to see again. It was great. Last one I got, you fuckers. I was looking online. I've been kind of thinking about this one for a long time, and I shared it on the chat, and I was like, man, I've changed. I see it. I don't want to buy it. And of course, I was talking to you guys, and you're like, oh, you got to buy it.
Oh yeah.
You got to buy it. And so I bought The Evil Dead 2. Oh, Luke, you don't have the blood red version? What's wrong with you? You're not a real collector. Not the blood red version.
What?
What?
The regular version.
Brody version.
Oh my god.
But
Yes.
technically rarer than the blood red version.
Yes.
Yep.
So I remember early on when you start collecting, you're like, I was looking online when I got my blood red version, I would see posts and people just had the cover. And I remember emails, is that the red version? I've got to have the red version. And, and yes, it is red. Okay, yes, I will buy that. But then, yes, then Sam, I'm sure, said years ago, oh, the non-red version is better.
And you're like, whatever.
And I'm like, fuck. So anyway, I got it. Whatever. The fun thing is, it is the same number on the spine as the other blood. So what am I going to do? How can I differentiate with different? There's no way to tell these apart. The red version versus the non. There's zero way to tell them
I think
apart.
there's something on the back of the jacket.
Yeah, is the barcode exactly the same?
No,
Everything?
it's the date of the film. That has the correct date of the film, 1987.
Oh, fun.
The blood red version says 1976 or 1978 or something.
Where? Oh God, I hate you so much.
Down at the bottom, there's that like little bar that runs across, and it
says 1987.
Yeah, so that mine does not. Mine says like 1976 or something.
Oh,
Well, I'll have to get my blood.
All right, hold on a
All
second.
right, here. I got the blood red right here.
Let's do it.
What's your say?
Mine says 1976.
There!
Oh,
There you go.
okay, so yeah,
76.
mine says 80. Are we looking right here?
Somebody switched
Yeah.
your jackets.
Mine says 76.
Luke has a ultra rare blood red corrected jacket. Maybe.
That's right. It should the non-blood red version should say 87. Is
Yes.
what you're saying?
And the blood
Yeah.
red should say 76.
Now I gotta. Okay, cool. All these things really matter. All these
Totally.
things are so
They
important.
do. They really do.
Yeah.
Well, that one's
That
got an
gets to the bottom
extra
of it.
bonus sequence with Bruce Campbell.
Oh, of course.
Well,
Anyway,
congrats
those
on
are my
finding that.
questions. Congrats on
Yeah.
blowing money on stupid shit.
The chat's pushing back. Jay1969 says you're crazy for not liking Sorcerer, and Matthew says hated Clerks 3 but loved Part 2. So yeah, you can't win them all.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? That's cool. You know what? I appreciate your opinion, chat people,
Yep.
and that's cool. But I mean, you're wrong, but that's cool.
Hey, you brought it home with the Evil Dead 2. Everybody loves that, so nobody's
know,
gonna
There you go.
explain
I
it.
gotta go get my blood red version. Hold on, wait one.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's see them side by side.
yeah. I mean, I'd go get mine, but mine says
I just
76.
got my blood red one, but I don't have the. I didn't keep the silver. I've had it. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't keep it because keeping two felt like I was just being a little piglet, and I could not do it.
I know. I should have like held on to one, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have one either. I just have the blood red.
Yeah, I kept that one.
I've had two blood reds. I've sold one.
How many? Do you have a silver one, Ryan?
I've had it like 2 or 3 times. Like, I think that might have been the first one I got, and then like the second collection I got one in was the red one. I'm like, well, I don't need the silver one. And now I'm just like, I should have just kept them both.
I know.
All right, yeah,
I'll get it eventually.
What do you got,
Whatever.
Luke?
I got it. Yeah, I got 187, 176.
Oh, okay, cool.
There you go.
All right. We're good.
That is the difference.
You're
You
complete
should
now.
add that to LDDB if you
Yeah.
sell characters.
The dumb hobby.
Yeah.
You won't.
I mean,
If there's ever a place that makes sense to like tout that knowledge as being important, it's here.
yeah. I mean, this is
Oh,
we're
okay.
like those characters in like Ghost World talking about spindle cracks and stuff. Where it'd be like, bro, Evil Dead 2. You know how to tell difference between the red and the silver?
It's already on the notes on the release, so don't worry.
Oh, okay. Somebody put it. Yeah.
Yep.
Who
Good.
added that?
Zoink noise.
Oh, shout outs to
Little shout-
Zoink Noise.
Thanks, Zoink noise.
Yeah.
There should be 2 separate entries, Zoink
There
Noise.
is.
Is there?
There is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One
Good
says
job, Zoink Noise.
special edition blood red disc, and the other one just says Jabroni silver disc.
Jabroni edition. Gotcha. I've got a player from 1983 version that can't play the
Yeah.
blood red disc.
Literally.
All right, let's move on to some hot topics because it's getting
Yes.
toasty in here.
Yes.
Let's see what's new. What's the new hot exciting thing? Oh, everyone was complaining that Metal Jesus Rocks was pimping LaserDisc in a convention video recently. So, are you worried
Really?
about YouTubers blowing up
Oh,
LD spot?
of course,
No.
always.
That's assuming that they can keep a player working or anything else.
Exactly.
I mean, it's already happened, right? The spot's already been
The
blown
one
up.
guy that was like holding it, we kept seeing
Uh-huh.
that thumbnail.
Yeah, that Linus guy did it.
Nice.
Cinemassacre did a LaserDisc video ages ago that's got like 18 billion views. So I think the spot
Love
already
that.
got blown up by that. So
That's
Well-
good for our business. That's
Love Cinemassacre.
Yep.
P.S.
you're friends
Max-
with
Hey.
your BFFs now.
No. he was super nice, super cool. But yeah, I mean, always was a fan of Cinemassacre. Love that he did several things where the lasers behind him. That's more like from a place of like movie fan, like these random people that are just like, when it stems from like the gamer side of it, or like VHS person getting like into secondary format of Laserdisc, that's where the line is suddenly crossed
Mm-hmm.
to be something else that is maybe not the right energy.
Yeah, and this video he was at a gaming convention and was checking in with all the vendors and saying like, what's hot? What are you selling? And one of the vendors was like, laser discs are selling like crazy. And so he's like, what? Laser discs? Yeah. So
Oh geez.
yeah, I know. Cat's already up. It is funny though, because I mean, I did a couple years of Retro World Expo in Hartford, Connecticut, and nobody in the gaming industry, like or the gaming collector world, was interested in LD at all. And it really kind of, that switch got flipped a couple of years later. So
Yep.
yep. So you're welcome. Come aboard, gamers. Inflate our market.
It's not already ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
I
It
have a
needs to be
dead
more
heat. I know.
ridiculous. Yeah. So I guess that was the concerns, was that Metal Jesus Rocks was gonna, blow up our spot. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been blown up before, and now the prices are what they are.
for
so,
sure.
Plus, there's like a sick ROI on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like even players, like I was an idiot. I was like selling like double-sided 500 series for like $80 day in day out. Now I like asked 200 for them or something, but
I mean, if it's working, if it's serviced, at least.
yeah.
At least,
Yeah, my local market is like really dried up. All the players that are popping up are not really desirable units,
Yeah.
or they're like really old. So
They're probably parts.
yeah. Oh yeah, John Belushi discs. Luke, how many John Belushi discs do you have?
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
So I have 0 John Belushi. I have tons of James Brown discs though.
Okay.
Tons. He was a big collector as well. He was a collector of John Belushi movies, which was
Yeah. So those have
You can,
JB on
make
both
your own.
sides.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna make your own JB discs?
Yeah.
You should make some RC discs. I was mostly excited about that. There was a guy who posted a DiscoVision Animal House, and he had bought it from another guy's estate, and that guy had bought it from John Belushi's estate when his widow was auctioning discs in Chicago in like 1990 for some
Wow.
some
Did you
event.
see that printout? It was like the old
Dot matrix?
printout.
Yeah, and so I was excited because it was a dentist from like my area, so he was like a pretty well-known dentist in my realm in Connecticut for many years. So I'm like, that tracks.
You have well-known dentists.
Yeah,
in
Doc Hollywood.
We're pretty small, yeah. So I mean,
We have one too.
Yeah.
It happens in slightly smaller areas.
right? Yeah, you just get that dentist there. Everyone's like, oh, Dr. Peltzer. Oh yeah. So
Doc Hollywood, all right.
the big LaserDisc collector.
that guy. And it's just funny because my dentist, one of the times I was like under getting like a crown or something, he's like, oh, you're into laser discs? I had one of those and the big 3 CRT gun projector. I'm like, I bet you did.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, he did.
Yep.
He probably had
Yeah, you have 14.
for his lobby printed on a 3M, you know?
Yep.
I certainly have one of those.
So yeah, dentists love laser discs. So
Honestly, they do.
I'm sad I missed out on that because
Noted.
apparently that guy like passed away and they got rid of all his discs and they were just like a couple, 20 minutes away from me. But what are you
I
gonna
mean,
do?
the
I
sad
watch
part.
his estate sales.
The sad part. Okay, yes, your dentist got it. Okay,
Yeah.
but the guy paid for a DiscoVision Animal House for $500.
Yeah,
back in
1990.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst part of this hobby. It's like, oh well, John Belushi, cool. It's still a DiscoVision disc.
Yeah, that
It's not
just
even a full
sucks.
signature.
Yeah. Provenance.
Yeah, it's not a full signature. Hey, I hate signature. I think that shit's fucking ridiculous. Yeah,
All right.
Unless it's Fred the Hammer.
unless unless the okay, great. Yes, the hammer. Fucking
Williamson.
No, the real answer is you got it. It was for you. You
Yep.
saw him, and you didn't buy it for whatever amount of money. Like, sure, I have a few records that I got signed by the artist, and it's special to me. Like, I'm not going to resell it. I don't. Whatever.
Yeah, we've had some people in the group with discs from other people's estates, but I think that this was probably a charity or something, so that's probably why he bid it up to $580. But still,
Yeah.
man, that's a pricey ass DiscoVision.
Wow, I really
rotted.
It was a nice framed situation with the printout of provenance, like front and center.
Back in there.
You know, because like that would be pretty sad if you paid that much and there was like no provenance and it's just someone's like cool like fish story that you paid a lot of money
Yeah,
for.
right. Well, he had like a lot of information about the auction house and the event itself and like the date of the event and everything. So there was some story there. I didn't get all of it, but I'm assuming he got some. Hopefully.
Well, that's cool. He
Yeah.
can prove that he bought it, but hopefully there's proof that it belonged to someone important.
Well, supposedly
Yeah.
it came from John Belushi's widow, so
Okay.
so that's a story.
Okay.
She brought it to the auction in Chicago in 1990.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Oh,
it
okay.
just
All right.
had
Now I'm gonna-
JB on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there's two levels of like auctioning here. Sorry, like it was originally bought by the dentist in 1990, and his auction purchase seemed to have some provenance. So,
Wow.
and then he died, and then this new guy got it. I don't know. However, yeah, I guess another
Wow.
auction. I don't know.
This is deep.
Yeah, I hope he didn't pay $580 for it.
it
It didn't seem like it. It
$4.
sounded like yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Mhm.
JB,
So what the other story that was
I just
probably
keep thinking
weeks
Jack
back-
Black. I'm
Jack
sorry.
Black. Yeah,
I keep thinking.
he loves DiscoVision discs.
In
Yeah,
Tenacious D, they call him JB, so I'm
they
like,
do.
Yeah.
It's me, JB. Suckling on your toes. Anyways, continue.
I love the story about the guy who did all these things to the DiscoVision to find. He's like, I put alcohol on it, then I put gasoline on it, and then I scrubbed it.
Oh wow!
Remember that post?
To like
Then I
remove
fucking-
the dead side.
Yeah,
kind of
it's like then
yeah.
I opened the microwave and I made the microwave work, and then I've got cancer now. But I found out what's on that side of the disc. It's not interesting.
Yeah, I feel bad for not collecting DiscoVisions, but I don't know.
they're
I
interesting, but I don't think, they're really not going to work. So,
There is that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
our buddy Anthony, he's got thousands of them, so he's got some good ones. I'm guessing.
I love that there is a person that is just on that hill there. I love that. I love that from the
Only
bottom of my
one.
heart.
Yeah, and he wants 8 CLD V2800 industrial players for his archiving. So if you have some, let him know.
Yes.
He said they don't have to work.
No.
Smoke. I need to learn how to quit to smoke. Is there any LaserDisc that I could watch? That would
Why?
help?
Oh, Luke.
I think Max probably has some. Max, you probably have some
probably has like 2 or 3 of them.
from like a hospital or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Max has got
Yeah.
the lawyer disc, which is great. That's not DiscoVision, but I love that.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
And
wait,
the
wait.
karate guy.
Let's just pull out my rainbow.
Yeah, there we go.
These
These beat DiscoVision any day.
Woo! Video discourse right here. Cookery.
Yep. That's
I-
good.
Miss
I
Ann
do
Bird.
need to up my cooking game. So yeah.
And then let's bowl, baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then, of course, this is the one.
Yes.
Learn the self-defense.
Basic karate.
The self-defense side is really good stuff. Learned a lot. This is the best though.
Yes.
Financial strategy. This man, accurate information to right now.
I remember like
I'm
looking
a
him
millionaire
up.
now,
We like
so-
Googled
Yeah.
him and everything. I forgot what he found out, but
Honestly, insane. And then the other one in the same family, but not the same cover. Okay, we have. This is necessary. How to Do Your Taxes 87. Oh, touche, Ross.
nice.
And freaking Lamaze, because everyone needs that.
I mean, yeah.
oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
See, you're learning things, kids.
Here's my DiscoVision that I have on hand, really ready.
What is that?
More money.
in the marketplace. I own 0 DiscoVision.
I've got a
will
couple.
say that with
I only have Jaws, and I'm trying to remember. There was somebody on there who was asserting that
That's Bionic
Jaws
Woman,
was
right?
not the first one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've got the Donald Duck that like Disney says doesn't exist. I got the
Yep.
one of the battles, Mission Galactica I got, and of course Animal House I have, and Sergeant
JB.
Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band I got.
What's the deal with Donald Duck? Why does Disney say it doesn't exist?
According to like the
It's
Disney
the-
collectors, they say they never released anything through MCA Universal, and
Oh, okay.
but
We
So
have-
it exists in other formats,
Yeah.
but just
And then there's the Nimoy disc. I have that one.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Smokey and the Bandit 2 because it's only on DiscoVision.
Really?
all right.
which is-
I want to get a Flash Gordon at some point, but
Oh well, I might have that.
because I only
I'm
got
looking. I'm looking for Car Wash.
oh,
Oh, I
all
have
right.
I think it's Car Wash
I have it.
or
Mhm.
Bustin' Loose. One of those.
Oh, might have both actually. I know I have Car
Okay.
Wash.
I'll hit you up.
I only got Sergeant Pepper because that was the first Laserdisc I saw in person, and then Flash Gordon was the second Laserdisc I saw in person. So I was like, I'll get those two, and then
Yeah. My
all
first
today.
one of the ones I ever bought was American Graffiti DiscoVision.
nice.
I didn't know. I was like, is this something different? Why does it have like the shirt open cover?
Yeah,
like,
why is it
that's what I thought.
Laser cleavage. Yeah.
Literally, that's like I'm like, cool, someone unzipped their jacket on
Yeah.
the jacket and like
Instead of a hairy
it's
chest,
a jacket.
It's-
It's a jacket. I just got it. I just fucking got it.
Rigor
Oh,
mortis,
oh,
Roger
It all
Mortis.
makes sense.
that's what I thought. I was like, cool, they like zip down his sweat
Yep.
jacket and then
Ooh.
here's the freaking image.
Reveal the image. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did I just like fix that for you? You get it now? Oh my gosh.
I think so. I'm a disco. Excuse me. I have to.
You need the whole
Disco
thing now.
vision. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, there was.
I actually did not put that together. It's silly. It's
Wow.
ridiculous. But yeah.
That's so funny.
You're
Yeah, no,
you're a
I-
fan now. You want Disco Visions. Everybody, send your Disco Visions to Luke.
When I first got into Laserdisc, there's a website that was like all about Disco Vision stuff. If you go to LDDB,
Yes,
it would,
Blam
like,
LD.
send you this. Yeah, and it was a fun read, and without ever seeing an actual disc, it's like, oh yeah, maybe I want some of these. These are pretty cool.
Yeah, the
And then
guy
I
like,
got one. I'm like, no.
yeah, that's pretty handy because he like
Yeah.
has ratings for quality of each one and whether or not they're probably going to be like dead on arrival. And yeah,
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
a,
and like
there's a few.
5 years ago, I had a sale. It was probably 5 or 6 years ago now, and I couldn't get rid of any of the DiscoVisions. And finally, I gave someone a whole box of them. It was just like 15 or 20 of them in a box because like no one wanted them for $1 even. Like, here, just take the whole box.
Run.
I don't want to move this or carry it or lift it again. So like, it's amazing now that they're ones people want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew in the chat has American Graffiti CAV and has light speckling. So
Nice. Yeah. When I mean, my very first setup, I went to the local record store. I was like, I remember these from my childhood. Like, what do you have? And he's like, I got North by Northwest. I got Disco Vision, freaking American Graffiti.
yeah,
And I got this CLP 406, and I'm like, sold.
yeah. Yes, sir.
The Disco Vision intro is pretty dope, though.
Yes.
I mean, it's at was that the intro or the disc flip? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty stylish. So
Stuff. And I mean, there's some wacky titles, and that's what I like about Disco Vision. It's already
Yeah.
the wackiest cover art that, and like they hadn't even decided what they were gonna do. They're just like, less color,
yeah,
like just put it
Less
here.
color.
Like cost less. So like I get that. That's really good marketing, is to like make it be the least expensive is just this part. This part's really expensive, and then everything else is just gray, and that's less expensive. And then you can reuse the same cover, and then you just like inset that new cover art each time. So it's good. It's good
Tactical.
design. I get it.
Yeah.
It's tactical, yeah. But like, man, the one that I still haven't watched it yet, but the Magic Skateboard one. I mean, there's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that one's like there's just so many odd ones that's my favorite shit on this format. So like,
Yep.
you got to appreciate the roots.
Good stuff. Yeah, so send some industrial players to our buddy Anthony Quazzo and LDF, and he'll back these all up for us, and we can live vicariously through his collection. A couple tech things. There was some battles over Dolby Digital. There was
Whoa.
especially specifically somebody had bought a demodulator and had their rig up and running, but didn't know if it was working. And of course, like went into the remote and changed the audio and set it to the right analog channel. And you never have to actually do anything in
No.
the remote menu. It's automatically pumping out of that output there. But then that came up with a whole side thing where a couple of different people that I knew were arguing over the Toslink and coaxial digital outs. You're like, you can't do anything to that signal either. It's just the stereo PCM. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I switched left and right channels all the time over Toslink. And sure enough, that night I did, because I wanted to check out, I've got some old anime discs where the left channel is just the full mix and the right channel is just the audio with music and effects. No dialogue at all. And I turned off my analog setup like completely, so there was only digital coming through my rig. And yeah, you can toggle between stereo, left and right over digital. So even though everyone said it's impossible, so
Wow.
I was like, that's impossible. I've been doing that for years, but let me test it just to make sure I'm not having like a Mandela effect kind of thing going on here.
Right.
But no, you can totally change the channels because, yeah, sometimes if you have like split, there's not too many of those discs where it's like, split channels and you have to kind of select the left channel to make it spread to both speakers. And I don't know, it works. So yeah, just want to give a little bit of a tech update there. And what else? Any other hot topics, Ryan?
I don't think so.
All right. Let's get into some more exciting physical media pickups.
Wait, what about Grailwatch?
What? Grailwatch? I didn't prepare a Grailwatch.
Oh no!
Thanks, Max.
I've been dropping breadcrumbs for Grailwatch this whole time.
Yeah.
Skip the pickups. Let's do Grailwatch. All right, everybody. Okay. We haven't been on in a while, so I grabbed I don't know if it goes all the way back to the last episode, but we got a few. So first up, Mallrats. Grail?
No.
Not really.
Yeah.
Garbage movie.
Kind
I
of
mean,
No.
kind of hardish to find, right? But
It was so common for so long that I don't associate it with that at all, but like it has kind of dried up. So I could see how that could be perceived as Grail, but it is false Grail.
yeah. All right, false Grail. Got it. Howard the Duck.
No.
Okay.
Insane, but easy to find.
Sold so many of those.
Laser active stuff. That's always a Grail, right?
I mean, that's Grail.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
That has
It
become
was like Mallrats where it's getting harder to find, but it's false Grail.
False
Yeah.
Grail. All right. The Killer, CAV Criterion, 2 Grail mentions from separate people.
Ooh. That one is hard to find now.
Yeah.
the triple gatefold.
Yeah, that's right there. If you look really closely.
But there's plenty out there still. Like it's,
Yeah. It's findable, but it's
if it's less than $50, it's with shipping on eBay. It's definitely not a Grail.
And
Just saying.
also Hard Boiled was thrown down, but that was only thrown down once. So
Mm.
Dead President's Criterion box was thrown in there too. That's kind of hard to find, right?
Yeah, that's been hard
Yeah.
to find, right?
Yeah,
I don't know what
that's
it is
correct.
now.
That one's always been hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halloween with the Criterion was in there. I'm assuming they meant the CAV, though. CLVs, yeah. Also
Sold
awesome.
2 recently.
Yeah.
I've literally sold 2. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
That one's definitely not.
yeah. Somebody had Bram Stoker's Dracula Criterion. That's always been pretty easy to find. I don't think that's super graily.
So easy.
No, that one's
Weirdly,
everywhere.
Same thing, dried up, and then there have been more that have, but that dried up for like a while.
It is weird how things just are like in little pockets. It's like the mother lode of Lost Boys all of a sudden show up after like the market's dead for a while. So,
Yeah.
but whatever. The Wizard got 2, of course. You can't have a Grail watch without the Wizard.
Still grow. Still grow.
Masters of the Universe. Yeah.
I would start to put that towards there because that has weirdly become harder to find.
I just gave mine to Vitniger Syndrome, the archive. I was like, yeah, get this thing out of here.
Stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Super Mario Brothers, Wolfpack Effect.
I mean, for sure. That's got to be
Yep.
Grail now.
Goonies. I mean, the widescreen's kind of hard to find.
Widescreen.
Widescreen's really hard to find. Yeah.
More Criterion, Robocop. I'm assuming they mean CAV, but yeah, whatever. That seems,
I don't know.
I don't know. That's everywhere, right?
I feel like that's
That
still
single disc Robocop.
It's
that
easily
one-
findable.
Yes, yeah. Well, yeah. Single disc Robocop's a little harder.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ryan for finding it for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shout out to me for selling it like an idiot. I was like, I don't need this.
Dummy.
I got the CAV version.
Exactly.
Whatever. Let It Be is on here.
That is a weird one because I feel like that for forever has like been immortalized in Grail status, but I think it's kind of like dropped down a tier with the like new
With the
footage.
Disney Plus thing, yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think one that is not rotted to shit on the second side is a
Yes.
Grail.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
agreed with that.
Which
There we go.
I thought they didn't exist, and then I found one, and then I gave Sam my old one.
I'll take it.
I got like
You did take it.
Bad Taste. How about Bad Taste?
Ooh, yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's a
I,
good
I would say if it like doesn't have the sticker that's like extra bonus, or if stickers in weird place, then that's bonus of putting it a little higher.
All right,
Yeah, I'm
here's
just going to take my sticker off. I'm just
one
gonna take the
bad
sticker
taste
off
for
there.
sale on eBay right now. It's not in France. So
okay.
Yep.
Let's see, Rad is always on the list, so there you go, Rad. And here we
Yep.
go. I hadn't even heard of this one. The Michael Jackson live at Jirodong Park, 16 July 1996. Supposedly it's a LaserDisc of Michael Jackson playing for the Sultan of Brunei's son. And he
Yes.
came out with like a box of like a VHS and like a CD and a LaserDisc or something. Is this true?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Austin Settle has that one.
Oh, okay.
He's the only one I know that has it. I'm sure a couple
Wow.
other people do too.
Because I knew the Ghost Disc was rare, but I never even heard about the Sultan of Brunei one. So,
Well, definitely
Yeah.
Grail if it's unheard of by us. So
right? So yeah, we'll end on that one. Score, Michael Jackson.
nice.
It's on
Oh,
Discogs.
and let's not forget Dead Heat, that sealed copy that will be up for sale.
Yeah.
very
Dude,
soon.
Grail, get in on the
Definitely
ground
buy it.
floor.
See it. Yes.
I tried to get one on eBay for $6.90, but it was auto declined.
No.
Whoa.
Womp womp. All right. Well, thanks for bringing that up, Maxine. I just happen to have a handy list of Grails nearby.
Just love Grailwatch. It's my favorite.
I need to get back to bothering Seth to do opening graphics and stuff. We'll do a Grailwatch, yeah.
Yes.
Grailwatch.
Siren.
Okay, now we can do some media pickups. So,
Oh,
Yay.
yay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got a couple of Blu-rays, but the only one I have handy, I finally got a Blu-ray copy of Ryuichi Sakamoto's Coda documentary, kind of talking about his life and leading up to probably around the time he was scoring Revenant, around that period. And there's a new Criterion release of his last live piano performance that's going to be coming out on Blu-ray from Criterion shortly. So I wanted to get this finally before that came out.
Oh.
And records. I got a bunch of records. Let's see. I'm going to fly through these quickly. Got some old, 70s and stuff. Got some Yes records I needed to punch in. Let's
Yes.
show those quick. My dad's melted copy of George Thorogood and the Destroyers Move It On Over I replaced. So this one's not melted. Thanks. Got a copy of Black Flag Damaged on the wall. It's got marker all over it because it's from an old radio station. But
That adds to it.
yeah.
Ooh, so does that have, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's the
Does it
original.
have, there's like a warning on there or something?
Yeah, they
parents-
it was with a MCA distribution that they had from Unicorn, and the owner of MCA hated the record so much and was like so pissed that he said, as a parent, I found an anti-parent record. So they just like stickered that over the MCA there on the corner there. Yeah,
Nice.
pretty wild.
That's a dope ass find.
Yeah, I was like, my
Very
dad had this record, and I was hoping to get it from him, but
Your
it was.
dad had that record?
Oh yeah, this was a staple in my
That's
household
That's
growing up,
fucking cool.
That's
Yeah.
why Sam is so cool.
and it got unfortunately damaged. So I was unable
Whoa.
to obtain my dad's copy of Damaged. So I saw this and I was like, I gotta get it. But yeah, it's because it's like promo on there. It's like something WBAD or something. I don't know, something like that.
Ooh, W
yeah,
bad.
WPAD.
But
Yeah,
WBAD.
that was
Look
my
it up.
favorite station growing up.
But yeah,
Wow.
gotta get a copy of that.
That's sick.
So
yeah, sorry.
yeah, beat up records need love too. It plays great, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It plays
yeah.
through.
As long as it plays, that's the key.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it
got
probably got some
character.
radio station love back in the day, but not. Yeah, it didn't get abused or anything. So
Yeah, I love that. That's huge.
yeah, and
I would. Yeah.
Yeah, I was super psyched about that. And I think I'll show these first. Got the gunship release. This is really cool. It's like super chrome. It's the chrome and blood and chrome edition. So the discs themselves are super blood red.
That's the freaking future horse from Amanda.
What? The future horse from Amanda? What's that?
It's from Ryan.
Yes, the classic Kieran Culkin movie from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. The Free Willy horse. This one features Tim Capello from Lost Boys, some guy called John Carpenter, Gavin Rossdale from Bush, Carpenter Brute, Dave Lombardo from Slayer, Health, Tyler Bates, and Milky Way. So yeah, like a lot of good comp stuff on there. So love Gunship. And I was on a big Queens of the Stone Age kick because I finally picked up some of the older records that I didn't have. So let me just go ahead and get all the newer ones. So I got the indie exclusive Villains with the alternate artwork with the devil giving middle fingers. It's got like an original like bag that I ended up taking off. But so grab that. I grabbed a copy of like Clockwork double vinyl just because I didn't have it on. So that's one of the inners. And I grabbed the new 12-inch version of Era Vulgaris because I just wanted the 12-inch of this with the cool like faux ring wear. I just thought it would look better than the 7-inch or 10 inches or whatever it originally came out as. So I grabbed those.
Love that.
I was missing the final Motorhead just for Luke. I was missing the final Motorhead Lost Tapes release that just kind of got dropped, I think, last Black Friday. So I found that locally. Grab that. New Entr'acte reissue of their cover album, Anthems. It's just they added a couple extra covers on there. So it's got some Kansas covers and Cheap Trick and Journey and Rush. I hear Luke likes that Rush band.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got Strapping Young Lad record, the self-titled limited edition yellow vinyl.
Cool.
Devin Townsend has a new record coming out very shortly. Power Nerd. I recommend it. Somebody had a, I forgot which variant it is, but it was sealed. Tron Legacy, Daft Punk. I still didn't have this on vinyl, so I grabbed that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I love this record. I play it all the time. So, and then locally, got a couple soundtracks. Altered States. Didn't have that. Love it.
Nice.
And I just saw Gremlins in the theater, and I forgot. I never got the soundtrack. It's got like that Peter Gabriel song that's like 6 minutes long or whatever.
Wow.
So I got the Gremlin soundtrack with that Peter Gabriel song. Out, it's called. And of course, it's got Michael Cimbello's Gremlins Mega Madness.
Cool.
And the Akira Kurosawa Ran soundtrack. Grabbed that as well. And you guys won't be able to see it because I didn't take it downstairs, but I'll show a picture. I finally got the Clutch Obelisk. It's showing on YouTube right now. But it's a like 16 billion disc box set.
Hold on, I got it.
Yeah, sorry. Get over there, Luke.
Get on YouTube real quick.
It's a huge box, and it was like embedded on top of a shelf, so I didn't feel like taking it down, so I just put some photos up. But yeah, so it's like pretty much everything from their like early 2000s period till almost present, and it's got a lot of picture discs and like singles and like all sorts of fun things like that. So there you go, everybody. Enjoy looking at that Clutch box set. And that's about it.
Majestic.
Cool.
Yeah, it's called the Obelisk. That's it. What do you got, Ryan?
I got a few things. I try not to buy anything. But yeah, here we go. Let's see what's in my Vinegar Syndrome box that I left so that I could pull it out here. Joyride.
Nice.
Thieves Like Us.
I worked on that.
Mostly I get them because Sam works on them. I want him to feel unappreciated.
Thanks, Ryan.
Partner label release, Sky Pirates.
Didn't work on that.
I'm sorry. Do you get like is your name in that box set anywhere?
Probably not.
Sam.
The work I do
Thanks
is I don't get the accolades.
Nothing.
It's
Okay.
sadly, yeah. I might be though. Ryan, open that box.
Oh,
you
later.
don't even get like a free copy, do you?
No, I got the free copy on LaserDisc.
That you gave to them?
No,
they give you.
They gave me the copy on LaserDisc. Yeah. Look at me.
They're like, we don't want this shit.
Devil Times 5.
Didn't work on it.
No idea what this is, but yeah, it's a 4K. So.
Oh.
Sam probably worked on this one.
Sure
I don't
did.
remember
Wow.
Did I send you this one? I can't.
No, that
remember.
one I had already.
That one you did
Yeah.
have. Okay. I was like, I know I have that myself, but I wasn't sure.
Yep.
This one was fun.
Oh yes,
This is Love on Delivery.
Man.
We
Months.
put some work into finding this. Months of work. So first we found an Indonesian copy, and we were trying to find the 2-disc Hong Kong version, and we finally got an Indonesian copy that was rotted.
Yep.
It was enough though for them to like put like a hold on it, because we had located from the slowest person on earth a 2-disc version of this, and they ended up using some of it on here. So Sam and I put a lot of work into finding some of the sequences in this release. So
yeah, because
really
it's got some stuff that wasn't on like other cuts or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and and it's not on like the modern master or whatever. So really cool.
So sometimes, and that's Garfield on the cover, right? That's
Yeah,
Garfield?
Stephen Chow wears a Garfield mask when he fights a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then there's one
So
scene.
sometimes they.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. One scene, everybody is wearing Garfield masks as well. So there's a giant Garfield mask brawl.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that one, Sam
So
and I
sometimes they give you the disc, and sometimes you provide the disc.
Yeah, sometimes the
doing-
discs are total like vaporware unicorn status, and then therefore like Ryan and I have to put on our investigator caps and like start like pounding the pavement.
No, we had to work with someone special on this to get it, and like it ended up being worth it, because our sequences literally were like cut. What Sam ripped was put into the final release. Like they like remastered it for Blu-ray. Like,
oh, that's very
so
cool.
you can
So
tell where it switches to
they take
Laserdisc,
material. They take material from the LD and remaster it into either Blu-ray or 4K.
Blu-ray in this case, yeah.
Yep.
It wouldn't make a 4K, but like the master that they're provided with sometimes is missing things.
Yeah.
Or like it's like the official master, so that like the Hong Kong label says you can use. And so like they're able to, go out and get a little more for it. So really, really cool. But yeah,
so it's not a special feature. They put it into the actual.
So it's
complete. Like they like you can tell where it switches to Laserdisc. Like there's a little drop in quality, but like it still looks really nice. So no, it's really cool.
Go team. We rule.
So
like every release, do they come out? Do they email you or say, "Hey, do you have this on? Do you have this on Laserdisc, or was this on Laserdisc?"
Sam gets a list sometimes.
And it's more now than it used to be. Like I think it's been like 30 releases so far this year. But I think sometimes it's just for reference.
Wow.
And then sometimes they really need to punch in something that's missing. So
like Sam and I both were like really helpful when they said they were doing Showgirls, and we're like, oh yeah, we can get that and watch that and spot check it for you. And they're like, no, we got this. We don't need your help.
Though
we need to watch Showgirls? Yeah, we could do that.
I did have to watch another.
I mean, we still watched it just to make sure that like the Blu-ray matched the Laserdisc.
Yeah.
We had side by side comparison.
I might have watched another Esther House thing, but I don't think it's been announced, so I will say no more.
Oh.
Well, that's a lot of fun. That's really cool. But that sounds like one that you did. There's a lot of LD stuff in there.
This one, Laserdisc made this release better.
Yeah, like when they asked for a bunch of stuff, that was at the top of their list. And then hilariously, that was the last thing on that list that we got because it took that long to like trace it down. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like it was painful to get. And then we got one other one, which I might be in the next one.
Oh, yeah. An eye for an eye or whatever.
Yeah. Or maybe I already did that. I can't remember. But and then this is Bloodbath at the House of Death.
Whoa.
Is that Vincent Price?
Yeah. I believe it is.
Star of Dead Heat?
Just double check. Yeah. Yep. Starring Vincent Price. So, yep.
Oh.
And then Hell's Trap.
Sick.
Which they put in. Wow, it's backwards. Whatever. And then this one is a Shudder release. A Wounded Fawn.
Oh, I heard about that.
So, yeah, Shudder film. So they've got a deal in Shudder's releasing things. And then I had enough points that I made sure that my Liquid Sky can be watched. So I have a copy, but I haven't watched it. It didn't have a slip. So now I've got the slip cover.
Yeah, baby.
So now I can finally watch it. Before it was just like, I got this movie. I don't know what to do with it. Like it's half resolution.
Oh, I need it.
So yeah, the slip cover. It's weird. Like you use points to get these, and then there's like a secondary market for free items. It's I don't want to talk about it. It's
Oh
disgusting.
gosh, that cover is so good. That scene is one of my favorite scenes. So that's so sick that they did that.
Yeah, so I might actually watch Liquid Sky now.
You should.
Even though I have the Laserdisc and I've had the Blu-ray forever.
Well, the
It's right
Laserdisc
there,
is a rotter, so
right over
that's
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
the
is the Japanese laser?
No, the Japanese is typically clean.
That's the one I have. So
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I just opened this box. I mean, I know what's in it, but like I hadn't opened it because like I was waiting for the podcast and then kept waiting for the podcast. So here we go. Hang on. Almost there. Okay, all right, here we go. This one Sam and I worked on. This is
Oh.
Howling 2.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I had to watch that
So,
movie
and it's
so many
4K.
times.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
because didn't I send you two versions? Did I send you two
Yeah,
versions?
and they were totally different. I need to add
Yeah.
that to LDDB because the Japanese disc is a totally different version called Sturbo Werewolf Bitch, and it has
Yeah.
totally different opening and way more gore and more boobage and
No.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, this is a 4K, so I'm wondering if they just used it for reference.
Yeah, I think so because I don't even think the alternate cut is on there. I think it's just the U.S. theatrical cut on that release. So I gave them like bonus batter.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't think that has a Sturbo Werewolf Bitch like opening or anything.
Well, they better freaking release that. at
I
some
know,
point.
right?
Wow. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe because it has like there's an alternate ending with like a werewolf kid coming trick or treating that's not on the theatrical cut. So if the werewolf kid is on there, then
Yeah.
it's
So we'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that was good. And then this is Delirium. Photo of I can't even say that.
oh Lamberto
Gio
Bava, nice.
Yeah, this is a Bava film. This one has almost sold out already. Like it came out last month, and it is a 4K, and it's sold extremely well. Like people are like, "Hey, this one's gonna sell out before the sale. We're gonna have to freak out and quick panic buy it." And it's like whatever. The Cruel Britannia, thrillers from the UK box.
Crucible of
like,
Terror is cool. I've seen that a few times.
Yeah, I haven't seen any. Like I know nothing about these. I mean, I did just open the box, but yeah. So
Oh, Jade, 1969 wants to know if we worked on The Tenant, but we did not work on The Tenant.
no, definitely not. This is one partner label release.
I do have a laser disc for the tenant, by the way. Nobody asked me. Okay. Sorry.
What, you got one?
This is skateboard.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
It's a movie from like Australia, I think, about skateboarding.
Oh,
like,
sick.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
I've seen
Ooh,
that like
cover
ages
arts.
ago.
Yeah.
What,
like,
what year? What year is that movie? Do you know?
It's
Late
hang
70s,
on.
early 80s?
Late 70s,
Yeah.
yeah. 1978.
Yeah.
1978. So yeah.
Cool.
I was like, oh, this is a cool one to get. And the slipcover's amazing.
Yeah.
So
Pre-kick flips.
You're Peter
And then-
Mac. So
and then here's the other one Sam and I worked on.
Yes.
It came from the same guy. This is An Eye for an Eye. And it took a while to source this one as well.
Yep.
And this one I don't know how much Laserdisc got used, but these are in the when they have the slip cover that like slides from the bottom. They're the VSA series. So they come with like a poster folded up inside too, which is just another awesome bonus. And that's almost it for my Vinegar Syndrome stuff. But
Oh, that
it
movie
wouldn't-
I forgot, that has the best line of dialogue ever where she's walking around the streets and this guy walks up and goes, "Hey, baby, how about a blowjob?" And she's like, "Sure." And it's like, how much?
Yeah.
He's like, $40. Okay, let's go. And then she like
God.
robs him.
so Sam does all the work and like scans it after I've found it, which also is sometimes very
Yeah, a lot of
frustrating.
work,
Other times it's like, hang on, it's the shelf over there.
Yeah.
But, and then I wait and I end up watching the finished product.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I like that. That's good teamwork.
And then I got some more cardboard. This is the Blood Harvest
Ooh.
slip, so I can watch it now.
Ooh.
And then they had a couple alternate slip covers, which I don't really need, but I can't help it when they're really cool. This is a
Ooh.
Miami Connection alternate with a Dragon Sound shirt on the back.
Sick.
And I was like, I'm a
Oh,
sucker for stupid
That's
stuff like
too
that.
good.
And then Surf 2 also got an alternate, and this movie's not good, but it's a sweet alternate cover. So I'm like, I hate everything. But yeah, so that does it for movies, which is basically a stack of Vinegar Syndrome. I have a few records.
Okay. I believe you do.
It's not a lot,
Okay.
but I just saw Mushroom Head earlier this week, so I picked up their new one.
Ooh.
I can't wait to watch or listen to this. they still sound amazing. So if you listen to Mushroomhead 20 years ago, like many of us did, like they still sound
Never
really good.
heard of them ever.
What?
They're really good. They're a metal band. You wouldn't know, Luke. And then I picked this up. This is the Smoking Popes, Born to Quit, which was like probably their biggest album. And Rough Trade did a reissue. So there's a marble colored vinyl, and then I have a problem. So I got the the pink and white Sunburn. So like I am now Smoking Popes complete. They're a Chicago band. They're really awesome.
Oh, I forgot to show all my wife's ghost variants that she bought. She finally stopped.
How dare you?
Yeah.
And then I supported Asian Man Records because they're amazing, and they came out with we're only doing this once. We're reissuing it for the first time ever. This is the Alkaline Trio Halloween EP, and they put it out on actually here. I'll show out the back. There's a guitar pick and a sticker because it's Asian Man and they're awesome. And then I'll pull out the vinyl, and there's even more guitar picks in the other one because I got two of them. Because if you're paying for shipping, you might as well get two.
Yeah.
And it's a like glow in the dark.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
So
sick.
really cool. It sold out immediately, and I don't want to look at the secondary market.
Is it a cover of the Misfits song, I take it?
I believe so.
Because it looked like the label had a spoof of the Misfits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, they're kind of
yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was something that they did like before they even got like big on Asian Man, and it's never been reissued. And I saw it once, and I was like, oh, that's really expensive. I don't need that. Yeah, I should have got that, but yeah, they did it, and it sold out immediately, and I'm so glad I ordered it because yeah, I'll never see it again, and if I do, it's going to be stupid amounts of money. And this fell out of the shrink wrap. It's a Vinegar Syndrome sticker.
Oh.
Nice.
So this will be on eBay for 40 bucks. No.
Yeah. The
right,
chat agrees with you that Surf 2 is really bad.
Oh yeah, no, it's terrible, but the slipcover was really good. I hit my keyboard. Hang on.
What'd you do?
Uh-oh.
I like pushed a key on my keyboard and it wasn't happy. All right, moving on. Here we go. Picked up a music on vinyl of Polo Mud's Famous because I can't help myself and love buying new metal bands.
I saw them live once. They were good.
They're when he's not wrecked, it's good.
Oh yes, I've seen some videos of that. Yeah.
When he's wrecked, they're not so good.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. I picked up this. This is the Elephant Man soundtrack.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Where's Luke at when you need him?
Yeah, where's Luke at?
Hey.
Here's a good
You
one.
can
Do you have one of these?
open it up. That's a gatefold, right?
I don't know.
I just buy them.
Honestly, no, it's not. At least mine's not. But it does have a printed in it.
Oh, cool. Not for sale.
Not for sale, baby.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is not for sale.
Ooh.
I forgot about that.
Sweet.
Maybe
But
that's-
the record itself was really clean, which is what drew me in. Other than the fact that it was really cool.
Awesome. I don't have that one. I hope it's
nor
as
do
cool
I.
as the Race Red soundtrack.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably better. Picked up Blackstone Cherry's new album because why not? They're really fun. Picked this up. This is Stabbing Westward's Ungod, and there's an original German press that I have because I have a problem, and then this is the first time it's been reissued, and of course I got it because now I have one I can listen to at work.
Vinny's in the chat talking trash. Said, "Why did you buy the soundtrack to a movie you haven't seen?"
What are you talking about? I've seen it.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
We saw it for the podcast.
Yeah,
He's
the
just
podcast
edgy.
that Vinny was on.
Yeah. What the heck, Vinny?
Yeah. All right.
Shut up.
Tough crowd.
Seriously, can we mute that guy?
Yeah.
Like he's just
He's our correspondent at New York Comic Con. We need him.
I know.
someone tow him.
Yes, is
All
it-
right. Moving on. This is Living Chicago Blues. It's a 3-volume set. I got this from a guy's garage.
Ooh.
And so I can't wait to listen to this. This is going to be cool to just pick through and hear. So
Yeah.
I know nothing
I
about
wish
it.
I had
It
a
just looked
garage
amazing.
guy.
I know.
What?
Does it say
I
JP
wish I had
in
a
the
garage
corner?
guy. I love your garage guy stories.
Yeah, I knew.
Oh yeah, no, like I have a garage guy.
No, I believe. Yeah, yeah.
And-
You talked about it before.
But it's like,
Love that.
I always talk about it because he gets better records than the stores get. And like the stores send people to buy from him. Like, and it's cool. I don't care. But like, I find stuff. And then there's also a volumes 4, 5, and 6. So more Living Chicago Blues. I'm just like, this is really nice, and they're like really solid. You know,
Cool.
and I'm just like, I have to get these. and they were cheap. Like they weren't expensive at all.
All right,
so.
Vinny's
Is that
apologizing.
older or newer or what? Yeah.
No, that's older. But he
Got it.
almost only has old vinyl. So like, here's another one.
That's my dude right there.
Yeah,
I need to go there.
Yeah, like seriously, if you're ever out here,
Go to the garage.
like in November, whatever the first Sunday in November is, you need to come out to visit me, and I'll take you. I don't care. Here's another one.
Why the first?
Okay.
Okay.
Because that's when he's doing it.
He's a werewolf every other day.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, no, like he has like one day he like texts us way in advance. He's like, "This is the day, come down," and then whatever he doesn't sell
Is it
there, he takes
packed?
to a big show.
Is it packed?
There's
Is there a lot of?
there's like 15 people.
Yeah.
Like, and there might be more after I leave, but like I always get there right away. My buddy sometimes rides down with me, and we always spend way too much. It's cash only. It's like the best thing ever.
Jeez.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds
This
great.
is Crying in the Morning, an anthology of post-war blues. So more blues stuff, just really cool looking
Oh,
compilation. Yeah. So again, something I can't wait to listen to because I think it's gonna be cool. Almost done. Swear. I picked up a metal album. I take prices off just so you know. But this is
hell
Riot.
yeah.
ooh.
So like this was like the
Is it-
one
what
metal
is
album.
that?
he had.
What-
Their mascot
What
was
animal
this
is that?
weird baby seal thing.
like
The
the
back is
cutest
not
thing
any
ever?
better.
Little
Like
centaur?
this photo is not better. So
And
yeah.
he's like straddling a warplane in one of their other album covers. Like
Really?
Yeah.
Is it the baby seal centaur, or is he just?
I
he's
don't know.
got like a human body in like the other
Yes.
artwork. Yeah.
Yes. I see his shoulders being human, but
Yeah.
And then my wife and I went to this concert. She's a huge fan. So I picked up the Lucky Boys Confusion Commitment vinyl issue. This is the first time it's been on vinyl. It's like 20 years later or something.
It's a
So,
huge parental visor.
I know. It looks they just added that for fun. Like
Yeah.
no, that was the way probably the CD cover was. And
Oh,
they blew up
okay.
the CD cover.
Oh.
That'd be my
That's
guess. But like,
humongous.
it was like 21st anniversary of the album,
Hmm.
and we were at the like release party they did in Chicago. They sold out the House of Blues, and like, so there were two colors. So if you're gonna
Gotta
pay
get 'em both.
shipping, well,
Sure.
when you pay like $10 now for shipping,
yeah.
I'm like, I might as well get two albums to offset the cost of $10.
Hmm.
It's disgusting. So yeah, so that's
There you go.
all I got. Couple things, as always.
you got anything, Maxine?
I do. I have specifically one band because all the stuff showed up.
Oh, sick. Let's see.
This is older, but I don't think we had this, so
Ooh.
it's
Cassette?
yellow cassette.
Oh,
Yeah.
yellow.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a color variant. I'm actually not sure, but this might be the only color. I don't know. We didn't have the cassette.
Yeah. Badass.
And then this, I don't even know if this is out yet,
Mm.
or what the situation is. It says Record
Oh,
Store
Register
Day.
Day.
It might be. I might be showing it early.
That
but
might be a Black Friday release.
yeah. Ooh, well,
Too late now.
but
The
yeah,
cassette's yellow.
Yep.
By the way.
the
Sick.
cassette's yellow.
Yep.
So this, I have no idea what color vinyl this is. Apparently, there's variants.
Ooh. Let's do a
But,
live unopening.
Oh my gosh, I don't even. Unless we have two, I don't think I'm allowed to open.
Oh yeah.
ones.
All right. I don't want to break it.
But this is it right here.
Nice.
And I know that there's an Urban Outfitters. I just saw it.
Yep.
Urban Outfitters has a blue vinyl variant, and then Colt Records has a like gray marble color variant. So this could be any of those. This could be black. I have
None
no
of
idea.
those. Yeah.
It could be none of those.
Yeah.
It could be something. It could be something completely different.
Might
Maybe
have
it's
another cassette inside.
Isn't that quite-
That might
Yeah.
be red marble.
Ooh, red
is
marble.
this red marble?
Maybe.
Oh,
I'm-
okay.
I'm guessing. I have a copy coming. I have to pick it up from the store that I had get it. So I'll open mine and show you.
Yes, please.
Next
yes.
podcast, we'll do a live opening.
Please, that would be so sick. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it seems like you can only get the color variants from those specific other places. So, and there seems like there's like different. I don't know. It seems like there's different price points. Someone showed like there was some flaw on Amazon. So I'm not saying to exploit it or anything, but like
Yeah.
there might be something on Amazon. With,
Interesting.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about none of that.
Yeah. After you buy that copy of Dead Heat from Luke, go to Amazon.
Yeah.
Get some Void stuff.
Not affiliated with Amazon in the slightest.
Yeah, we are
Don't
not
even
sponsored.
myself.
Yep.
literally.
But
don't
if you can screw them over, please screw them
Yeah.
over.
Tell them the Wolfpack sent you.
Yeah, exactly. If it's something
got-
where it doesn't hurt the other side of things and it's only hurting Amazon, great. Oh,
It's sold
so
out on
speaking of-
Amazon.
Is
except
it
for
already
third
sold?
party.
Oh man, the freak!
Yeah,
I
there's a third party
everything
seller
was-
with it, but whatever they had it for, it's gone.
It was like $20. So
Oh wow, that's amazing.
All right, so what was
I
that?
have a
Lou?
bad history with the Tyranny album, the first one of the Voids. There,
okay.
It robbed you?
I found a CD. They
And-
robbed.
The album just
So-
found you in an alleyway and shook you down.
They just beat me up. I already told you. That story. Okay, never mind. All right. So I found one in Japan. I told Maxine it was like a Japanese CD version, and I saw it, take a picture, whatever, and sent it to her later. And then she's like, "You gotta go get that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I run back. Of course, it's gone. It's
Of course
just
it's gone, 'cause it's
I
like,
keep
can't
going
believe
back
it's
to that
there in the first
store. Like I go back a lot. I keep, and it's maybe I overlooked it. I asked a
Right.
Japanese guy in like very broken Japanese. He's like, "Oh, okay, let me look. Nothing. Cool." But then another time I was in Chattanooga and I found a record version. And on the
get it?
sticker of the record, it says like red vinyl.
Did you get it?
Okay. We had this conversation and I showed a picture to you and you said, "Oh, that red vinyl is super rare." Like it's not like you talked to Beardo and you said, "Oh, that's like super rare. You got to go." I'm like, on the sticker it said red vinyl.
Yes.
So I go back. I go, drive back right away. I get it. He opened it up. It was just regular vinyl.
But
Like
did
how it's so weird. Like why
you
would
get
you?
it anyways though?
No, I did not buy it. Anyway.
That was like the rare. It's rarer than the red one. It's like the silver Evil Dead 2.
Look,
Yeah, that one was.
they just they're just now repressing Tyranny.
Yeah.
So an original pressing is like stupid if you see it, and
You could
now
retire.
there's variants.
That was like 3 years ago. I mean,
Well, when you get that time machine up and running
I'm sure I'll see it again. I mean, it's just
if you
Yeah.
do,
with the price.
I
wow.
I have a real like bad history about that album.
Oh, Vinny says Amazon rules. So he says go ahead and pay full price on Amazon. So, what do you got, Marcus? Any pickups?
Yeah, I got a few Blu-ray. Let's see. Just a small stack. Let's see. Black Belt Jones.
Oh, hell yeah.
This one was
Ooh.
kind of under the radar. Like nobody was really talking about the fact that this was getting a Blu-ray release.
Is that a Warner Archive?
I didn't have Warner
Oh,
Archive.
man.
I didn't have the DVD.
That's what I
So,
got. I need that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Again, flew under the radar screen, but I just happened to randomly be on Blu-ray.com and was looking at the calendar. I was like, Black Belt Jones, why is nobody talking about this? So picked that up.
Hell yeah.
And Spencer really dropped the ball on that one.
Right? He should have
What's
told
that?
us. Spencer.
That should have been Spencer.
Oh yeah, right. Exactly. All right, so we're gonna take it back to 1999. I posted about this in LDF, but these both got
Oh,
I
meant to bring that up in
4K.
Hot Topics. Yeah.
these both got 4K releases
What? Oh my goodness.
in the last 3 weeks from each other. Sleepy Hollow had already gotten a steelbook and another separate 4K release last year, but they released another steelbook, and then Bringing Out the Dead got its first 4K released just a couple weeks ago. So had to pick these up, given the LD connection.
Plus, Bringing Out the Dead's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a great movie. Of course.
Great soundtrack too.
I
yeah.
got Long Legs. I pre-ordered
Nice.
this. It was one I hadn't seen in theaters. We've already watched it. It was good. It's
Okay.
not Silence of the Lambs good, but it's
Oh.
good. I think it's there was just a lot of unanswered questions and like room for interpretation for you to kind of consider for yourself and make your own conclusions. But I really enjoyed it. My wife did not enjoy
What
it
did
as
your
much.
wife say?
She's not a horror fan. So
Okay.
I like that, like, even though it's starring Nick Cage, he's not in it a ton. He just
right.
does it when he does.
Yeah, so when he's on screen, I'm like staring at the character. I'm like, is that really Nicolas Cage? Like I can barely see him in there, right? It was really good.
That's when
From
you're
that
really just
standpoint.
paying for his acting because you're not like getting his
Yeah.
all the way.
Yeah. And then my last one, I got
Oh.
Godzilla -1,
Whoa.
the box set. This is the US release, so it's got subtitles in it, but it basically has everything else that the Japanese release had just for the US market. So we weren't even sure we were going to get this. So it was kind of cool when they decided to release it.
That's an amazing box.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to open it because I've got the Steelbook on pre-order as well, which I think comes out next month. So we'll see. I'll probably leave it sealed.
Might be a shelf queen. Yep.
Shelf queen.
Yeah.
Next to this guy here, my Shin Godzilla.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Ooh.
And this is Japan only. It's no subtitles on this.
Sweet though.
So these are shelf queens next to each other.
Perfect.
And that's it for me.
Wow.
For non-LD pickups.
Score.
Nice.
You got anything fun, Luke?
Nope, I got nothing next.
All right, fair enough.
Just kidding.
Pick 'em.
Got
Go
so
pick 'em.
much cool stuff. What? Go back to me.
Yeah, you came and then you went away. There we go.
Okay, yes. I'm going to start with some books because I know how to read. So, first one, we have a very cool bookstore in Seattle called Twice Told Tales, which is known for having a lot of cats in the bookstore. We have a lot of cool bookstores, but yes, Ren loves it, and my daughter, and she counts the cats. And anyway, went there the other day and I picked up some stuff. Rules of Attraction by Brett Easton Ellis, same guy who did
American Psycho.
American Psycho. He also did
Less Than Zero.
Less Than Zero. Less Than Zero. I read it. I found it in like a book library, and I couldn't put that shit down. Like it was just so intense, so amazing. And I haven't watched the movie. I know Vinny's probably saying, "Oh, I love the movie." But yeah, so I picked that one up. So I'm always looking for, just things that I can't put down. I picked up this one. I don't know why. I found the author, and I just kind of picked this guy up. It's called Will Self, The Quantity Theory of Insanity. My mother was in town, and she saw that I was reading this, and she said, "Is that a nonfiction?" Like, no, Bob. Yes. I'm actually anyway. So that's it for books. But of course, if you want to buy books, you should always go to word.com.
That's right. They have all of these and more.
Yes. The greatest bookstore in all of Brooklyn and New Jersey.
Enter the code Wolfpack for 10% off. Maybe.
Vinny sent you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
By the way, that's wordbookstores.com.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Wordbookstores.com.
Word bookstore.
Grammar.
As seen at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sending us awkward photos all day.
Yeah, I know. He's creeping on all those cosplay girls.
Yes. Anyway, all right, here's another one.
What a great advertisement for wordbookstores.com.
I heard you were a big old creep.
Yeah.
I would like to buy a book, please.
He's still watching live, probably.
Oh, good.
Yeah, be cool.
This one I picked up is at a thrift store. There's a DVD, the only DVD I have. This is of Truck Turner.
Oh, nice.
This is a Thai release of Truck Turner.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Is it in English?
Yes, it is in English, and it looks really good, like just really solid. So yeah, I was happy to find that.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Marcus, if you really want it, you might find it in your mailbox.
That looks dope.
So that's all I got for that. Let's move to records.
Rush Records.
Yeah.
Zero Rush records this week.
Whoa.
Let me see. I'm gonna stack the deck here a little bit.
Yeah, I got to put them in coolness order.
Yeah, coolness order. So anyway, it doesn't matter. A friend of mine he's in Vinyl Me Please. He does subscription for that. And I'm not, but he always is like, "Hey, do you want this? I'll get it for you." I'm like, "Hey, fuck yeah,
That's cool. Yeah.
So he because I send him a bunch of stuff, and so he sends me stuff. This is Modest Mouse. This is the Lonesome Crowded West. No, Seattle area band. This if I was to do a what's in my bag and I was to do it like this influenced me the most, this is one that I would definitely bring up. Just so good. Like they kept going and they kind of got old for me, but this was like the first time. And this was the first time I heard like turntable scratching and like an indie record. Like this was before Limp Bizkit, or maybe a little bit before, and it just like, holy shit, yes, I love it. So this is a great
Amoeba.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
What's in your bag?
Another. I don't usually buy that many reissues, but if I'm going with the what's in my bag, what influenced me the most as a kid, this guy right here.
Hell yeah.
Land of Rape and Honey, Ministry. This came out in like 88.
Yeah.
I probably found it a few years later in middle school, like a tape.
I had it on tape, yeah.
It just blew my world. This is like 9 Inch Nails, like this changed industrial music. It's just so freaking good.
Yep.
And I listen to it today. There's no real, like the 2 albums that came after, they have more catchy songs.
Yeah.
Like, but this is just like straight, hey, this is the new sound. That
Stigmata is probably like the single, I guess, but
he's not. He's not. There's no real hook though.
Yeah, it's just that riff is kind of cool. Yeah, but
this is a good. It's got an extra side with like a Stigmata remix, another song called "Tonight We Murder."
Oh yeah,
awesome.
That's a good song.
I think my favorite I was listening to that like brought me back to middle school was "You Know What You Are."
Yes,
just like sample based and just like hell yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of keeps going. I love that song.
Yeah. I had the Ministry Stigmata shirt growing up. Like that was I was real big into band shirts, and that's like it's an ugly ass shirt, but I had it and I rocked the hell out of it in middle school. Yeah. So let's see what else I got. Oh, let's keep going with what's in my bag. Influenced me the most. I don't think I showed you this one last time, but I got Melvin's Houdini.
Snap.
It's an original press of Melvin's Houdini.
Wow.
All right. So Third Man reissued it, but I was like, no, I will not have it.
That's a nice condition too. Jesus.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
And it's like, anyway, this one, like, it's just an amazing record. Like I don't know what to say, but yes, God, listen to it. Great. Even though Buzz thinks King Buzzo thinks it's the worst one, it's fucking.
He won't know that you like it. Just listen to it.
I know he's in the chat.
Yeah, he is. He's stepping in. Yep.
All right. Let's see. What else do I have? I picked this one up. This nice original Sugar Cubes.
Oh wow.
Life's Too Good. I found this the other day. I mean, my sister was a huge fan. In Bjork, she's a huge fan. I never. Listening to it the other day, again, there was no real like breakout songs, but this was huge. Like this really.
Yeah, everybody I knew had a copy. I didn't have one, but I listened to everybody else's copy. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else I got. All right, so I lived in San Diego, so of course I need to be a fan of Tom Waits, right?
Yeah.
So picked up this compilation of the Asylum years. This is like a weird New Zealand pressing too. So I was like, okay, let's do it. I don't know if I like his earlier stuff as much as I like the older weird stuff.
Yeah,
like
from Swordfish Trombones on.
Yeah.
Is like a whole different vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. This is more like croony. Yeah. Anyway, but it's still good. I still enjoyed it. All right. So speaking of, I found this one. Speaking of Swordfish Trombone, I found.
Whoa! But wait, what's that say?
But wait, it's in Russian.
What?
It's a Russian bootleg of Swordfish Trombone,
Wild.
Which is not on Discogs.
Huh?
How does it sound?
This was in my record store for not a lot of money, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, oh wait, shit, I need that. Let's do it. And this is, I put it up. This is the weird stuff. This is the stuff is like, oh yeah, I like this.
Tom Waits in Russian. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that Tom is still just Tom.
Yeah,
though.
Tom.
Well, they're not going to put a Russian guy.
He transcends all
No, I mean the
language.
name Tom. The rest of the, like.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
I'm like, oh, I see the Tom, and then the rest of it is not.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows Tom in Russian is just Tom.
Oh, I know it. That's funny to me. It could have been something else. It could have.
Next one, I'm a big fan of Beatles bootlegs. I've got this one right here,
Ooh.
which is number 3, Abbey Road, Northwest 5, I think. So it's got some fun stuff, some Abbey Road outtakes on side 1, but side 2 has the postcard session where it's just McCartney and Donovan.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just so it's very soothing. It's just like them hanging out
Huh.
and then playing stuff. It's like when they were doing another record. Anyway, it's good.
Cool jacket,
Cool.
too. I like that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this one I picked up. This is LD-related. This is a nice soundtrack of Decline of the Western
Score.
Civilization. And this is fun because it has a lot of movie clips
Yeah.
in there, like in between. So it's good.
Oh man, I love X. That's so
Yeah,
sick.
that's a great disc.
Great. I need that. I don't have that.
And last but not least, this is a record I found yesterday that I didn't know how bad I needed it. I didn't know of it 2 days ago, but I found it on the wall, and the guy at my favorite record store was like, "Oh, have you heard this one? Let's put it on." And I'm like, "Holy shit, this is great!" This is how I got to explain this.
Oh, you were
This came
telling
out
me
in
about this. Yeah.
1980. Yeah, I came out in 1980. It is a very of the time New York music. Like think of Liquid, think of like Suicide. Okay, it's got that going on, but then the singer is a 10-year-old girl.
Weird.
And she is the daughter of someone in the scene, basically.
Okay, yep.
And it's called Transportation. There's 4 songs on it, and there's one called Subways, where it's really just like talking about how scary subways are. But it's so good. And I was like, yes, I need that. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess recently she came back because they repressed it and put but even the repress is hard to find. And they had, anyway, she put out a Third Man 7-inch and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Pretty
So
cool. Much cooler than when I was 10.
Oh, you didn't put out a record when
I
you were
mean,
10?
I did. I made a punk
Dang.
song about Christmas, but I didn't release it.
Release
I
it
would like-
now.
I
Oh
gotta-
my
I gotta get. Oh, it's called Christmas
I
Death.
need it. Send it to me, freaking
All right.
cassette tape.
I will do
please.
this weekend. I've got a digital copy. I made a digital copy, so
Even better,
Lies,
even better.
lies. You won't do it.
I will get it.
Yeah.
Remind me in chat to send you.
Hey, Luke, it can be a bonus track on your Christmas.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Right?
I will find it. Oh, there's a laser cat in the chat.
Yes, King King's here.
Oh, what a cutie! All right,
He's screaming at the door.
we're caught up. It's time for a little wrap up with recommendations and fun things like that. Yeah, stay awake, Ryan. Or were you coughing?
I was like sneezing, and I'm like, I don't want to sneeze, and
Yeah.
everyone hear me sneeze. It's just like, yeah.
I'll
It's
drop.
a cat.
I'll drop a quick recommendation for just the Shudder channel because it's October. So I finally caught up with the rest of the Creep Show series, and there was some really cool episodes in there. So I just finished season 4. And sorry, what was that?
I get a free trial so I can see that.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, some of the episodes are a little more hit than others, but it was definitely worth checking out. But one of my favorite nights is we watched Late Night with the Devil, which I know Luke liked and recommended to me. So I had fun with that, and then I finally watched Ghost Watch, which was a very similar kind of vibe. It was a BBC kind of live haunting, kind of like a ghost hunter style thing. So that was also on Shudder. So
Where did you watch it? Oh,
yeah, so we did
What
it back
show?
to back with Late Night with the Devil and Ghostwatch. It was just so much fun. So yeah, I recommend that. And on Netflix, of course, I watched the Vince McMahon documentary. So if you like wrestling, I recommend that one. What about you, Ryan?
Well, I saw Terrifier 3.
And you love it.
It was all right. The kills were good. Don't get me wrong. There was a decent body count, but there was just a lot of plot-ish. I'll call it plot-ish because it build time, but it didn't really add a lot. And then it seemed like they cut out things because they were trying to build like a universe around a movie where you have a clown that just murders things, people.
The clowniverse. Yeah.
In creative ways, and it's like, nope. Now you have a plot and backstory and more backstory, and it jumped around in the time, and
Quentin Tarantino presents Terrifier.
right, yeah, no, it feels like they're trying to do more than they need to do with a movie where you have a clown that kills people, and it has a good Christmas theme. it would have just been like perfect to just keep that and run it through and could be a standalone or something. No, we have a fourth coming because we know what the fourth is now. I mean, it's fine, but
Yeah, I
like,
feel like they're gonna poop those out like once a year from now on. Like,
yeah, or at least until they stop making money off of them.
Yeah,
Because it grossed 18 million on the first weekend out of a $2 million budget. So
Did way
yeah,
better than Joker. That was a lot of people were saying.
yeah. But I mean, it was fine. But yeah, like they're almost trying too hard now.
okay,
so
that's a
The
recommendation.
first movie was just like set in a warehouse, just with gnarly kills, right? And
Yeah.
and that's what was great about it.
Well, there's there's a short, right?
All
It's
Hallows
called-
Eve.
All Hallows Eve,
Yeah.
yes. And then the first film is like expanding on that.
Yeah.
And then the second film is its own, like, now it's making a universe of like a final girl and this and that. And like now this third one is, I mean, I saw it, I fully agree. The Christmas theme, they could have easily made a Christmas Evil, Black Christmas-esque with art just slaying, and it would have been
slaughtering families on Christmas.
Yes, it just not even that. Like there's just scenes and there's some shots where it's like from a distance with the snow with art, and I'm like, this is incredible. Why is there, like, the vision was very fragmented. Like the Christmas should have been the star of it all, and then all these other subplots like could have been hinted at, but they definitely went way too deep into the most random shit, and it was so not necessary. And this is a 2-hour long film. Like, this could have been a 1.5 hour perfect Christmas slaughter fest.
Agreed.
And it would have killed, and it would have been it literally would have been perfect. I see the vision. Someone's gonna make a fan edit. I foresee it.
Yeah.
Wow. So is that your recommendation? Also, kind of Terrifier 3?
Actually, my recommendation is The Substance.
Oh, yes. You saw that.
The Substance is ridiculous.
Nice.
I saw it alone. I was concerned about seeing it late night alone and then having to drive home and also sleep afterwards, because I don't always like to watch a movie out alone without knowing what I'm getting myself into. So I asked for like some examples of what it was similar to, and I was given Society, and that is a very good, accurate representation of what going into. If you're like, I've seen Society, I liked Society, and you liked Demi Moore because you're gonna see her like naked, so yes, you gotta like Demi Moore, but and Dennis Quaid has like a really good bit in there.
Oh, nice.
But just like, it's interesting. What I think is interesting is she really doesn't speak to almost any female characters. Like, there's not really dialogue for her, and she really doesn't interact like with hardly anyone who isn't male. So it's really this concept of like her like being on this pedestal for like the male gaze is what I've like, that's what a lot of people I've heard have interpreted as. I don't know if I fully get that from it, but what I get is like this almost like Raquel Welch-esque, like 80s fitness mogul, and then just goes just batshit crazy like after that. And just I loved all the visuals of it. I felt like it was really practical effects, not a bunch of CGI stuff that looked terrible. And I feel like this is going to hold up. This is going to be one of those cult classic films. Like, I was really like, it was exhilarating after seeing it. I was like,
Wow.
This felt like a fucking film, finally, like it felt like that.
Nice.
But yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a way better recommendation than Terrifier 3.
No.
So
And
I watched it too, and okay.
No, go ahead.
There was a huge plot hole in it, and we can talk about it offline, but like, I thought it was near perfect, but there's one huge plot hole that in the overall story, not a tiny thing, but like the overall big story that doesn't make sense to it. And I looked it up. Other people are saying the same thing.
Stick around for the after chat, everybody. It's the secret Patreon after chat. It goes till 3 in the morning. And we're going to hash out all the secret stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm interested to know your vision of the plot hole, because I don't know if maybe also witnessed it. I don't know. I felt like it was pretty, in comparison, after seeing Terrifier 3, which I felt like was going to just be like thus one of the century, after Terrifier 2 was, it just gave me like every fucking scary feeling I have ever felt in a theater. I was like curled up in a ball, crying from just sheer overwhelm. That's how I felt after seeing Terrifier 2. So I'm walking into the theater of Terrifier 3 expecting that experience to be at least similar.
Yeah.
And I barely, like, it was like, all the plot holes, and you're like desensitized already in a certain way, which is, you're expecting that to a degree, but like he does, okay, just truly the best stuff is just the Christmas stuff. And like, I'll stop it there. There's some great cameos too. I'll mention that. Like Tom Savini has a cameo.
Oh, nice.
Just a
Right.
little, and then Ron Howard's brother.
Still
of course,
is?
just a little-
Yeah, Clint Howard was great.
yeah.
Wow.
That was my favorite scene, is the scene that he was in.
Awesome. Marcus, you got a recommendation?
Yeah, we saw Wild Robot.
Oh yeah.
And that was really good. Kids enjoyed it. I thought the themes were all positive and good messages, for the kids. The visuals were really nice. I think they're going to look really good
On 4K?
in 4K. Yep. Yeah, so I recommend it if you haven't seen it.
I was supposed to go to Vinny had a screening with the author in Connecticut, and I didn't make it for that, but I guess I'll have to just go see it in regular old jabroni vision.
Yeah, we buy a lot of books for the kids. That's actually not one that they have.
Oh, okay.
They were asking me about it, so we probably have to get the book.
It's fresh for everybody, huh?
Yeah.
Wordbookstores.com.
Yeah,
Yes.
check it out. 10% discount. Vinny
Wolfpack.
sucks with an X. That's the code.
Yeah, with code maybe.
What do you got for a recommendation, Luke?
So I have been watching this Jesus. So I'm a big Friday the 13th fan, but I was never really big Nightmare on Elm Street fan.
Oh,
So I've of course seen the first movie, whatever. Cool. So the other day they were playing the first movie, like the new 4K scan of it. I was like, okay, cool. I went to go see it. And then I was like, I don't think I've ever seen 2. So I watched 2, and that was super gay, and that's cool. Just like interest, like no shit, like this is a gay movie. And then I kept going. I watched 3, and I was happy. I'd seen 3 before, and I thought I remembered it being better than it was. It was good. I mean, it's better than 1 and 2. But like, I don't know. It wasn't like oh my God, this amazing movie. I loved it. The black guy does not die. I was very excited about that. But then of course he dies in the beginning of the 4th movie.
Foul play.
He's the first guy to die in the 4th movie.
It never fails.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, bravo. Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Bravo.
Flipping the table. Yeah. Something different.
Yeah. I love
So yeah, I have not finished 4. I'm at the flip of 4. Never finished that. So I need to keep going. And there's
5
3
is
more
wild.
after that, right?
Yeah, because
5
there
is
was
wild?
5, and then there's Freddy versus Jason eventually, and then you're gonna do the remake too.
That is, I've seen that. That's fucking perfect.
no, don't
Freddy
watch
versus
the New Nightmare. There's New Nightmare
Yep,
though.
New Nightmare
that-
is what, the
I'm
7th?
thinking 5, Dream the Baby 1.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Then Freddy's
one, and then
dead.
New Nightmare.
Freddy's dead. Yeah.
Yep. Then New Nightmare.
New Nightmare. Yeah.
When
And
does
then
it start to
Freddy-
get like ridiculous?
I mean, I honestly feel like the baby one starts to get
Yeah,
ridiculous.
5 is where it starts to get like,
Five
what?
starts, yeah.
The mythology starts to get like
4
really
is-
thick.
So to
Four's
bring
on
Freddy back to life in 4, the Kincaid, the black guy, has a dog named Jason.
And he pees
the dog.
fire, right?
He doesn't just pee; he pees fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he brings Freddy back. I was like, okay,
that adds up, right?
Born of fire by a piss of Jason.
Yeah. But yeah, like 5, they start to really get bogged down with like, I don't know, the mythology of Freddy and all this stuff. It's like, I don't know, he was fully explained in the first movie. Like, you don't need to get any,
Like this is a whole nother conversation, but the bones thing of Freddy, like the bones being in the trunk of a Cadillac,
Oh,
like
yeah.
yeah, that's where we hide him in the place. Oh, it's right here.
and and he's just like
that's
fighting
in
like
three. That's in three.
the fighting the skeleton, like
Oh, that was
like,
very Army of Darkness. It was nice.
yeah, it was kind of crazy. I was like, okay, yeah, that's a choice. They made that choice.
So the talk about the mythology of it. So it's like all these parents got together and killed this child murderer, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like how many of these parents? Like it's just like they keep
know, right?
adding
You'll
them.
never know the
Like,
head count.
They never say.
Yeah.
And apparently, like
There's a-
Nancy's mom's been
like-
drinking ever since, so
Oh,
it
yeah.
took a
There's
toll.
Oh God, Nancy.
Like I think
Nancy's
it's probably
mom's the
like
best.
three people probably did it, and like 25 people like considered it and
Yeah.
and thought of it, and then that's really the issue is like
Can you? I don't know if you've ever.
the plan.
I don't know if you've ever been to a PTA meeting, but
Yeah.
like a bunch of parents get together, they can't
Kill the janitor.
anything.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, let's
PTA
kill the
slaughter.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
I guess they figured there was a cop there, so it was cool. You know, John Saxon signed off on it.
Nancy's dad's a cop, so
Yeah.
it's cool. Like
It's wild.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's my recommendations. A little known film called
Cool.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I don't know if
Oh.
Ryan's ever coming back. What happened to him?
oh, he had to go rescue the modular furniture from being moved.
Yeah. Or something fell on him. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, normally here's where I do the what's been the next kind of thing. So, are you going to keep going with more Friday or Freddy movies? Luke?
Yeah, I mean, I only have 4 on LaserDisc. I might have to rent the other ones. But yeah.
oh damn! I would have. Wow. Actually, wait a minute. I might have 5. I might have a 5 for you.
There you go.
I don't know if I need it in my life.
Oh, you need it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the rarest
I
one.
did- But New Nightmare is supposed to be pretty good, right?
New
That's
Nightmare is
the-
cool. It's really interesting.
Wes Craven comes back and directs it, right?
He does, and he wrote it, and it's the meta movie. So it's all like, what if Freddy was real and Nancy plays
There you go.
herself, Robert Englund plays himself, John Saxon plays himself. So
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
yeah, it's really creative movie.
I like it.
The American copy's a little bit of a rotter though, so watch out. It's a Sony,
Okay.
but I think mine's okay. But
Yeah, mine was fun.
yeah, I'm gonna break into more of my like old school those double feature horror laserdiscs. That's probably what I'm gonna spend next because I got a big
Babes?
stack of those.
Abominable Dr. Phoebes.
Yeah, I think I got one of those. I definitely have some other. I think Comedy of Terrors. I forgot which one that's doubled with.
Oblong box.
Yeah, I've got some Fay Ray ones. I got
There's Dr. X. Yeah, those
Dr.
are
X. I
good.
got that one. So yeah, there's like a whole stack of them that I want to. I got the House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula one.
Yes, and yes, there's a daughter Dracula.
I don't have that one. I got the one that's I think it's a Roan disc. It's a human monster or something like that, and Chamber of Terrors or something. So yeah, I got like a stack of them, and
the horror classics one.
Yes.
Your own horror classics. Yeah.
I want to dig into those. So that's going to be next for me.
No, I feel like those get overlooked every time. Like I do, the specific groupings of all the sales of all that type of stuff. They got overlooked.
Yeah,
Those
it took me a while to really tap into the double disc. And I'm like, these are stealth heaters. They're cool.
The one
I just saw a cat fly.
that was my other girl cat. She never gets on camera. She's lightning. That's funny. He's gonna go investigate King King.
Oh yeah,
That's fun.
I do. Up there, he's like, what's going on
The
out
one
here?
that I think is probably one of the coolest double ones is it's literally called a creature double feature because it's the
Oh.
creature from the Black Lagoon
Oh,
sequel.
I don't have that one. Yes, I have seen that one. Yeah,
Let me put that in your box.
dude. Yeah, that's a good
have
one.
That took me a long time to find, and then I randomly ended up with another immediately. So
Yeah, so I had like my horror section actually at the I didn't even bother to kind of fit them in with the normal movies. I just have a whole subsection of double features at the beginning.
I have this whole upper,
Yep.
down to this row is all like the 80s, 90s horror, and then all this is classic horror. This lower
Nice.
one, all the way over to there-ish. I'm dyslexic, so
Yeah, I have a really hard time pointing to things behind me. I'm like, it's up. Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, what? And my wife hasn't seen all the Val Lewton stuff, so I might break out the Val Lewton box again because those are
Maybe
so
I'll-
good.
I don't know if I've watched that box yet. I'm gonna have
They're
to.
so
watch
good.
that.
They're all like 60 minutes to 70 minutes long, so they're super quick to watch and they're super stylish. Yeah.
The one I always think about at this time of year is isn't it the Thin Man that Spencer always watches?
Oh, the Thin Man. Yeah, I've got that box set. That's a really nice one too.
Like a box.
Oh, Ryan's back.
Hey, Brian's back.
Yeah. Sorry.
We were padding the airtime to wait for you.
We're talking about double features.
Yeah. What are you watching next, Marcus?
So I'm definitely gonna watch Frighteners.
Oh,
this
yeah.
spooky season.
Yes.
And I'm trying to convince my wife to watch a couple movies that scared her as a child.
Oh, okay.
So
Like a
two of
revisit.
them are Poltergeist and Carrie. And I've got both the AC3 releases of those.
Yes.
So I'm trying to convince her to watch those with me. But
Poltergeist was, yeah.
she's very reluctant.
I saw
Very
that in the theater, and then I thought it was cool, and then like I went home, and then I went to bed at night, and I was like, I'm not cool.
Yeah.
I just ran back downstairs to my parents.
Look, at the real Poltergeist house, I drove by it because it's not very
Yeah.
popular.
Did it
So-
sell? Is it still on the
I
market?
was wondering about that recently. I was like, man, I wonder if it's sold. But some of the like the last time I drove, well, the first time I drove by, it was kind of near Halloween time, and there was like the street name that it is, and like the city and all that. It was like it was named on the corner to point you towards that house as
Oh, wow.
someone's Halloween decor. So that was really cool. But honestly, I watched Poltergeist. I do not like possession stuff. I don't like ghosty type of paranormal stuff. That's like very much on the like outer edge of my
Your
taste
wheelhouse,
of horror.
yeah.
Yeah. That's so like I was really reluctant to watch Poltergeist because I'm like, this is gonna be the thing that like really just I don't like that. And I loved it. I
Well, it's
loved
fun.
it.
The
loved
clown,
it.
come on, you gotta.
The whole honestly, I think if there's other things that she can tolerate, she probably could tolerate that.
Yeah, it's. I think over the years, it's not as it's a little more Spielbergy than it felt like at the time.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. It's got that energy.
I mean, that's it. Don't
For a
trust
good
us.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another watch, not LaserDisc, but Airborne 1993. You guys know I'm a big fan of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're doing a screening in, I think it's Santa Ana, on the 30th. So
Oh, cool.
I am taking a friend who hasn't seen the movie in a long time with me, and we're gonna go nerd out. There'll be a few cast members there.
Oh, cool.
There'll be Q&A afterwards. So
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Is
wow.
Seth Green gonna be
Awesome.
there? Is Seth Green gonna do a fashion show?
I don't know if Seth's going to show up. He showed up to the podcast last year for the 30th anniversary. I doubt he'll be there, but
Yeah.
we don't know. Seth's special guest.
Ooh, well, if
Indeed.
he's there,
He's
take
gonna
it.
be there. What else is he gonna do?
Surprise! You're the special
Right, what
guest.
else- what else
Marcus
do
from the LaserDisc Wolfpack podcast. Everybody.
Yeah, I highly doubt Jack Black will be there, but
Yep.
you know.
No, I mean, I think it'd probably be a little more likely Seth Green since he had like a major role in it.
Yeah.
What's up next for you, Ryan?
Yeah, I don't know. I got to watch some Vinegar Syndrome stuff that I've gotten in recently that looks really cool.
Nice.
So I'll probably do that, and then maybe a LaserDisc or two. But I got some cool Hong Kong stuff I didn't show off that's horror that I really want to also,
Ooh,
spin. So that's somewhere over there.
save it for the next episode.
I could do Hong Kong for like a month,
Every night we'll do a whole month of Hong Kong.
Wow.
seriously, like we'd be going for a while.
And I got this one, and I got this one. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, it's been crazy, but I mean, it helped Vinegar Syndrome stuff.
Yeah, right. They need all the help they can get with some of those old Hong Kong prints. Yeah.
Yeah, amen to that.
So cool. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. And who was stumping for Dead Heat in particular? Who was? I don't know who brought that up. Was it Max?
I know Luke mentioned.
Stumping?
Well, like
Why?
promoting. It's like you stump for a candidate. That's like a political term. Yeah.
I see what you mean.
That's not a real word.
It is.
I mean-
Look it up.
We were going to do another one of Sam's favorites, but we didn't get it in September because some people were going to concerts every
Every
week or
weekend.
multiple weeks. And so it was really hard to. And then we hit October, and it's like, well, we can't do that one because we need to have a October theme. And I think was it you, Max, that said we need to do Trick or Treat Williams?
Yes,
So
I was really stoked for Trick or Treat Williams.
Nice.
yeah.
Well, good choice.
And Sam was like, I this other movie is my favorite, so we'll
Yes.
have to do it next. But
He said,
That's it.
no Halloween, no scary movies for Halloween.
no.
We don't do that.
Look, that's typical. And this is a zombie buddy cop movie with explosions and freaking up melting woman from a shower scene.
yeah,
It
was perfect for what
Huge.
we watch.
is wild.
It's all kind of crap. So
If only there was a copy available on LaserDisc to
Whoa.
purchase.
It's sealed.
I gotta do work.
If only.
Oh, man. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Yeah, look out there. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully everybody else is doing well or newly undead and feeling great, like Treat Williams. Have a
Yes.
great Halloween.
Remember, wordbookstore.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask for Vinny, and he'll set you up. And yeah, we'll be back with another probably that movie that we didn't do. We'll double back
Yes.
to that right next. So,
Yeah.
I think that makes that's good for November.
yeah, cool.
Yeah. Or December, but who
Yeah, are you
knows?
going to more concerts?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the next one's in December, so we're good. Unless Mushroom Head shows up 20 minutes away again, I'll go to that.
All right. Well, pencil November-ish or something in your
Yeah.
calendars. Yeah, we'll be back. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Peace.
Stay out of trouble.